Alrighty, we are live. We are live. Alright, just getting set up, guys. We're just warming up. I'm a little bit early. Which is a good thing. A little bit early. Alrighty. So, just getting set up, guys. But hey, I'm early, so just warming up. Go ahead and start asking questions or say hello. Feel free to say hello and say where you're from. And we'll get the show started. By my time, it's only 12:59 Australian Eastern Standard Time, Sydney time. 12:59 p.m. Australian time. Who we got? We got two watching. Hey, two people. Hey, Dugong Bisaya. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, just everything seems to be going well. No technical issues so far. So usually that's the issue, when there's a tech issue or something. But I was here like early, man. I was up early, and put on a nice outfit, put on my barong, the Filipino dress shirt. So yeah, welcome, man. Okay, so welcome everyone. It's now 1 p.m. Welcome back to the channel. This is live stream number 5, live show. So great opportunity to ask questions and whatever you like. So come on, guys. Where is everyone? We're too early. 4 watching. Hey, welcome 4 people. Go ahead and say where you're from. Are you from Australia, America, Philippines? Yeah, go ahead and say hello. So yeah, this is a barong, Filipino dress shirt. And it's made from like pineapple or banana leaf. And see, it's a very nice sheer fabric. It's even got a little bit of, nice pearl buttons. Yeah, it's got the nice pattern on it. And it's very lightweight for summer. So ironically, it's a very hot, humid day today. So I thought, yeah, I'll wear the barong and rock it. It's cool. Bring back the barong. Bring back the barong, I'm gonna write that down. Bring back the barong. And a Filipino friend laughed at me like, yeah, good luck. But we should. It's cool. It's just a dress shirt. It's nice. And you can get, short sleeve ones, cotton ones, So this is a traditional one, but I actually have a cotton one as well. I wear around traveling in the Philippines. Yeah, it's nice. So come on, guys, where are you from? Where are you from? We got 3 people watching now. Cool. Thank you for 3 people. Go ahead and tell me where you're from. And feel free to ask questions. So I want to try and be disciplined. It'll be 1 or 2 hours. We'll see how we go. If it's going well, if people are engaging and you want to keep asking questions, I'm happy to stick around for 2 hours. I was going to maybe do these once a month, these live streams and live shows. But I thought, hey, the last one went so well and you guys asking great questions and it was great engagement. We had some funny times too. It was fun. So I figured, yeah, why not do another one this weekend? So, I booked it out. I've got work and things to do too. I've got other stuff to do, but I was happy to book it in and do it. Hey, so Dugong, you are from Angela City. When is the next Philippines travel? Yeah, I know. Common question, brother. Most likely maybe end of the year, something like that, maybe a vacation or something. I'm very focused on business and work at the moment. So I want to make sure I'm here for my clients and business associates. I just want to make sure I'm here, available, and also for myself too, just to keep an eye on things, being a professional. Yeah. So just, keeping an eye on the economy, just keeping an eye on things, it's a better idea, a better thing to do for me right now. But yeah, most likely later in the year. I was thinking about now. I mentioned that in a few other videos. I was thinking about now, but I'd rather focus on business. I'd rather focus on business right now. Just more professional and more responsible thing to do. And also for myself, I need to work and I need to make a living. So yeah, got to take care of that. Pay the bills. Yeah, so cool, man. Let's keep going. Hey, welcome, guys. 6 people. Welcome. Thanks for turning up on time. Yeah. Thanks for turning up on time, 7 people. Awesome. Hey, share it. Get some more people in here. That'd be awesome. And tell us where you're from, guys. If you feel comfortable, tell me what country you're from and what's going on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start posting some news links. So, this is a great opportunity for updates. Now, there's a platform called Google+. Google+ owns YouTube. So YouTube was bought out by Google, and is now Google Plus. So I just shared a link on the comment section, and I'll share it down in the description later, or I'll share it down in the other comments. Because you've got these temporary chat room. Excuse me, you got the chat room, which is awesome. That's how you guys are talking to me, and then we have the permanent post comments later. So anyway, Google Plus is shutting down on the 2nd of April, 2019. So in a few weeks, Google, well, not a few weeks, yeah. That's why I'm sharing the news. Yeah, very soon. Yeah, in a few weeks, Google Plus will be shutting down. So you can check the link. All it means is maybe more people like me, people who had a Google Plus page. It's like a web page. You know, you put pictures and this and that. You will be losing them. So you can roll them over and save them in your Google Drives or your Google shared files. But yes, anyone who's coming to the newsroom right now, yeah, Google Plus is shutting down. So just go ahead and click that link, and it gives you more description. But yeah, it's one of those things. So if any of you are big on Google Plus, none of us were. None of us cared for Google Plus. The only reason I'm on it is because I run the YouTube channel. It's Google Plus and then YouTube. So YouTube was a product of Google Plus, just the way they structured it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. Yeah, Lawrence L says Google Plus sucks. You know, yeah, they're trying to be the new YouTube. I mean, they're trying to be the new Facebook. You know, so don't get me wrong. They got the technology. They had the technology for, you know, live chats and social media sharing and picture sharing. But yeah, it just wasn't popular, man. It's just one of those things. Okay, Glenn Wheeler. Hey, Glenn. Greetings from Great Pacific Northwest, USA. Yeah, thanks, man. Good to hear from you. Who else we got? We got Frank Petrulak from Canada. Hey, Canada. Yeah, you got maple syrup there, eh? Don't you know, eh? I like Canada, eh? I was making fun of a Canadian friend. She talks like that. Well, she's not really Canadian, but, you know. I was like, do you feel better if I talk like this, eh? But anyway. Lawrence L. What's happening? Yeah, I know what you're saying, brother. Yeah, I just had to approve your comment. I agree. Lawrence L said, look, with all the money and resources of the world, Google kind of screwed it up. And what it is, it's not, how can I say it? I think they went too early. You know, all these other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, a lot of them grew very organically and naturally to start with, like YouTube. And then later, when they became really popular, they slowly put in the advertising and started to make it more commercial. So I think Google got a bit greedy, and they tried to take control of things too quickly. But yeah, lessons learned for them. Hey, even big bank Google has to learn, you know. So they got to listen to their customer and adapt to the market. Let's keep going. We got Rocco Gil Dizon. Hey, Rocco. Hello from LA in the house. What time is it there? It's 1 p.m., brother. You're on time. I was here early, but yeah, you're on time, man. Awesome. So what is it, 7 p.m. your time in LA? And Lawrence L, yeah, look, I understand I already started a little early just to warm up. Yeah, probably I might travel at the end of the year or something like that. Maybe a Christmas trip, vacation trip, something like that. I'm not in a rush. I'm just focused on, excuse me, work and business at the moment. What's the mustard stain on your barong? What? What mustard stain? Where? What? Made me look, made me look dirty chook. So anyway, so anyone tuning in, because we're still warming up, you know, it's just the first few minutes. Welcome. Hey, thanks to all people watching. Go ahead and introduce yourself if you feel comfortable. Yeah, Google Plus, the platform is shutting down. So you can click on the link I just shared, and I'll share it again later. But yeah, so not that anyone cares, Google Plus is shutting down. But it'll be interesting to see the evolution. Like, what's next? Are we just going to have Gmail accounts or Google accounts? Or we'll see how it plays out, because, of course, Google wants to stay in the game. So, yeah, we'll see how that works. Class Music, you should go to the north of the Philippines, like Banaue, Batad, and Sagada. It's beautiful, and then dream like up there. Oh, yes, good call. So I'll tell you what, Class, just for you, man, I'm going to share some love. Sagada. I like Sagada, the caving. Man, that was awesome caving there, man. So, yeah, awesome caving and hiking. I'm going to share that for you, Klaz. Sagada Mountain Province. Now, that was early, man. That was season 1. So I wish, look, forgive my poor camera quality, but hey, you'll get the idea. So yeah, that was season 1, man. But yeah, I would like to go back and visit and explore more. It's just very difficult. It's such a mission. It's so difficult to get up there. I mean, I took a 12-hour bus, and we had to transfer twice. And at the time, this was years ago. At the time, so that was 2013. The buses had steel sheet metal seats, so we were hard ass. Like we were so sore by the end of the trip. Some seats had pillows, some did not, and it was very rough. It was a very rough ride, on these steel seats. But hey, yeah, look, I'd love to go back, but you really need a car. Like you need to rent a car or something, or do a road trip. So I did that in season 4, by the way. In season 4, we rented a car and we went around some other places. So we went to Batangas and Porto Galera. Yeah, we went to some other places. Or around that area, south of Manila, basically. We went south of Manila and yeah, we went to some places. So Dugong, sorry, I've got to keep up now. Dugong is saying, what cities do you plan to visit in the next Philippines trip? Yeah, I was thinking, maybe down in Mindanao. We'll see, because the security situation is improving. And, the adventures, I'm a little daring. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe some places in Mindanao, maybe. We'll see how the security situation goes. Otherwise, yeah, maybe I'm open to new places, basically. I'm open to new places. So, yeah, maybe North Luzon. Where else? I was going over it with a friend. Yeah, maybe southern Luzon too. Below Manila, so more of South Luzon. Yeah, so we'll see. And Rocco saying, I'm planning a vacation in the Philippines next February. I'll be hanging out in BGC again. Hey, cool, man. I still prefer Makati. Manila. I just investigated it for season 4. But yeah, BGC is nice. But it's a very small area. It is a very small land mass. Very, very small area. So it's very nice. But I feel it can be overpriced, especially for foreigners and tourists. It's purposely overpriced. So don't get me wrong, if you like it. If you like that, it's classy, it's a bit nicer, a bit more comfortable. Yeah, sure. But to me, it's like you're paying similar prices to Australia or America at that point. So it's sort of like, you're losing the conversion benefit or the foreign exchange benefit. Oh yeah, and that came up last stream too, that the Thai baht has gone up in value. But what that means is the Australian dollar buys less Thai baht. So it's good for Thailand because it means the economy is doing well. But it's bad. It's worse for us as tourists because it means it's more expensive now. So yeah, I'll look at things like that too. If it's value, if it's good value, yeah, can't argue. Cloud's music, CR and all, yeah, brother. New buses are 5-star, my guy. CR and all. Okay, yeah, you're talking about the new. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I should check it because 2013 was some years ago. So yeah, maybe the buses improved. Man, there were rough buses in Cebu as well. From Cebu City going down to South Cebu, they were very rough. So I mean, look, that's life, right? It's not so much complaining. I'm just saying they don't even have the basic comforts that we might have in the West. Yeah, so Anthony Roan, hi from Batangas. Hey, Anthony, awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, I went down to Batangas in season 1, I think, season 1, and also season 4. So, hey, you know what? I'll share it just so we'll get it out of the way. Batangas. So we got. I think it's Nasugbu, Batangas. Where are you, brother? Nasugbu, yeah, Nasugbu. It's where all the mansions are. Nasugbu, Batangas. So these are all like a lot of politicians and criminals and drug cartel houses. My friend joked, so I'm just sharing it. There's a link. So that was season 1, and Taal Volcano. Yeah, we'll share that one. So Taal Volcano. I believe it counts as Batangas. Maybe it's on the border, but Batangas. So yeah, we'll share that one too. So that way you guys can see it. All right, let's keep going. So, what do you mean? Anthony says HD already. What do you mean? Is this in HD? You mean high definition? I don't know what you mean. But yeah, keep going, guys. This is awesome. Keep asking questions. Lawrence says Philippine girls are very attractive. Had an opportunity to meet a few in Hong Kong this past January. Oh, cool. They were OFWs, and yeah, I heard. I mean, yeah, they're everywhere. They're exporting everything, but it's like a joke, you know. They're exporting nurses. You know, they often become nurses and work in the West. Um, yeah, cool, man. That's cool. And yeah, yeah, they can be very beautiful. Absolutely. You know, you see that in my videos, and you've obviously seen it yourself. So, and of course, Miss Philippines, Miss Universe, they always win, or they always come in, you know, second or third place. They're always in the top three. Dugong says, I'm going back to my hometown in Cebu in 2 weeks from now, and maybe December too for Christmas. Hey, good on you, man. Where's your hometown? And Glenn says, Glenn Wheeler, hey, maybe you can get one of those hot rebel ladies in Mindanao. Oh, yeah, man. They're wild. They're not necessarily rebels. I've met some. I've met some from there, you know, in other cities. And yeah, they were cool. They were cool. I mean, you know, they were just looking for work, as in they appreciated things, and they'd move to Manila or Cebu for work. Yeah, I mean, culturally, there can be a bit like of animosity between the different islands, any island, but which is silly. But yeah, she was fine. And you know, it's interesting because I've met actually quite a lot of tall Filipinos and tall people from down south. So, you know, Filipinos can be shorter of stature. Yeah, they were quite tall, very tall and beautiful. I mean, it was quite interesting. And some were light skin, some were dark skin, you know. Yeah, so, I mean, they have a great mix in the country in general. Yeah, so, yeah, very interesting. And Rocco is saying, what? Rocco Gill. I never got into the Google Plus, so I won't be missing it. None of us will, man. None of us will. Did you go to Baguio yet? I don't remember. I went to Baguio through the Sagada trip, so we only stayed 1 day. I wish we stayed longer. Baguio is nice. But we just stayed 1 day and then rested and then continued on to Sagada because it was such a long drive. But yeah, Baguio is nice. I don't think I covered it much because we did get out and walk around, but I don't think I covered it much with my camera. I just covered like the road trip, and I mainly covered Sagada. So yeah, but I certainly enjoyed Sagada. Yeah, I mean it's countryside, but people were very nice, softly spoken, cool air, very cool, and like you have to wear a jacket. Definitely bring a rain jacket. You know, it rains at nighttime. Yeah, a nice change from the city heat. Oh, Philly in the Philippines. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. Good to hear from you, bro. You're booming, man. You're booming. So, yeah, you know, Philly in the Philippines, American expat, married a Filipina. He's in Philippines. So, yeah, cool. And he finally listened to me. You should be giving me shout outs, man. You finally listened to me, and yeah, you did some things to clean up his channel. So, cool. And yeah, man, you've been doing some awesome videos. Good on you. Come on, guys. Where are the rest of the questions? I'm trying to scroll down. Oh, there's a delay. Technology. There's also a delay too, guys. Sometimes there's a latency or the delay. So suddenly I'll get like 10 comments because it's there was a delay transferring the data. So yeah, come on, guys. Where are you from? Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Tell me where you're from. Oh no, I hope I'm not having tech issues. And I'll just go through to see if I missed anything. All right, cool. We got a nice mix of people. Yeah, so Brian, thanks for joining. I mean, we're just warming up. We're just getting started. But yeah, absolutely. So I'm just focused on business and work at the moment. You know, I got to keep an eye on the economy, keep an eye on things here. Just me, but also, you know, more responsible and got to take care of paying the bills. And yeah, if things go well, you probably take a vacation at Christmas time or something like that, you know, end of year. But yeah, and oh, look, you know, I've got to get into the news. Let me get my notes, guys. All right, so there's a water crisis in Manila, especially Metro Manila. There's actually a water shortage. There's a drought, so to speak. So yeah, it's very serious. So maybe some of you can chime in too. But by the end of the year, it's wet season, so hopefully that will help. The problem is the dams are empty, so they have dams that hold the water, but because of the drought, there hasn't been enough rain, the extreme heat, they've lost a lot of the water reserves, so now there's a water shortage, man. So yeah, it's serious. Yeah, and there's also a measles outbreak. nationally. So you got to be careful of the measles outbreak. You know, so they're going through a tough time. You know, I'm not being mean. So maybe better I just wait it out a little bit. Even I had a friend, my Filipino friends were inviting me back just to say hello. Like they're like, hey, come visit us. You know, I was like, yeah, water shortages and the measles outbreak. Maybe just take it easy. And they said the same thing. They said, yeah, look, by Christmas time, join us for Christmas if you wish. And, you know, celebrate Christmas, have a break. And, yeah, it should be the wet season. So hopefully there shouldn't be any more, or it should hopefully address it. Yeah. Lawrence L really is so tropical. Yep. David Bond, still in Norway. Hey, David Bond, welcome back. James Bond's brother, you know. Stacey Stevens, good to hear from you. So, Stacey, it's good to hear you. Let me gather myself. Stacey says there's a drought in Phuket, Thailand as well. Are they shipping water in? Yeah, that's what's happening in Philippines too. They're having to ship water in, and yeah, it sounds like it's really hit Southeast Asia. I mean, it's in the same region. So yeah, if there's an extreme heat wave and drought, and what do you call it? Lack of rain. Yeah, absolutely, dry spell. It's I think a very long dry spell. It's going to affect everyone. Yeah. So maybe better that I stayed to work and focus on business. Yeah. Hey Stacey, look, hey, Stacey's cool because Stacey shares a lot of colorful stuff, like jokes around. So look, we're joking around most of the time, guys. But yeah, Stacey shares some crazy things. Stacey's saying, I think he is the David Bond banned in Thailand due to the new YouTube rules. Now you must be real PC. Oh, really? What? Thailand's regulating it? Excuse me. Let's adjust. Enlighten me. What, they're regulating it? What, the cameras and it? Maybe because too many people are trying to get the cameras and, you know, annoying people and something like that. Okay, so Lawrence L. Israel's have the technology to change seawater to freshwater. Yeah, it's called desalinization. They're talking about that in Philippines too. So, yeah, desalinization. And we do that here too in Australia, depending on how big the city is. But yeah, we need it. We need it. So even if it's just for council water, to you know, toilet water, wash yourself, whatever. Yeah, I mean we need it. So it depends on what area you're from, but we have different solutions. Yeah, like my friend, just to be cool to the environment and save a little money, he has a rainwater tank. So when it rains, it comes off his roof and he collects it in a tank. And then he uses that water for the garden and also for flushing his toilet. He connected it to his toilet. And if there's ever any issue, it just works like a normal council water anyway. So yeah, there's things you can do. But yeah, I think you're talking about desalinization. No more showing ladyboys or go-go bars. Yeah, yeah. So Stacey's saying, yeah, that's always been common too. And people are very silly, you know. They go into the bars recording without permission. Of course, they get upset. They take the camera. They have the right to run their business as they like, and usually they have a warning anyway. They usually have a sign saying no photography or no cameras. You know. David Bond, no, just same name. I see. Was there actually a guy called David Bond? There was actually a guy who got kicked out or something. He got into trouble, right? In Thailand. Okay, yeah. Stacey saying, oh yes, YouTube now is regulating all. No more showing girls in go-go or lady boys on film. Really? Or you will be banned. Must be family friendly. The old YouTube's over. Really? It doesn't surprise me. I know it's something you got to be careful about, but yeah, okay. They're getting more PC, but it's also to do with advertising. It's business. Companies that advertise on YouTube complained about certain content. And this was, I think, last year or a year before. And YouTube had to come up with the technology to try and filter it. And so that's even worse. They're trying to police it. But it had to do with like terrorist videos. Like a terrorist could put up a video and then there would be an advertisement on the bottom. And people were saying, we don't want our advertisements, you know, the big companies on such a video. So I think it has to do with that. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. That they're getting more sensitive to it. Because even my own videos, they've given me a warning. I didn't get into too much trouble, but they gave me a warning. I asked for a manual review. And then YouTube, someone has to physically go manually review it. And I went, oh, it's fine. They said, look, it's fine. But yeah, it's to do with the algorithm. They have a lot of artificial intelligence. The computer will actually do all this checking for them. It's not a real human being. Once a real human being looks at it, usually they can determine whether it's okay or not, or appropriate or not. Yeah, Lawrence says YouTube equals Google Plus. Yep, because YouTube is under the Google Plus platform. It attaches to it. It's a product of Google Plus. So it'd be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. Yeah. Yeah, so watch this space. So for those of you tuning in, 2nd of April 2019, Google Plus will be shutting down the Google Plus platform due to unpopular demand. It was not popular. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Yeah. So it's very ironic because YouTube is part of Google Plus. So I don't know whether they'll have to spin it off as a separate product, or that's what they should have done to start with. But okay, so Stacy saying 100% new rules, only PC content. No more showing walking street in Thailand or Phils. Those days are gone, or you will be kicked off YouTube. Jeez Louise. Yeah, look, thanks for warning me, man. I'll look into it, but yeah, look, I'm pretty safe, but yeah, just something to be careful of. Yeah, absolutely. David Bond says real David Bond is in Thailand with Nikki. Oh, right. So he's a personality type. Okay. Yeah. All right. You could call yourself David Bond from something else, or just modify your name just a little bit so we know it's different. Stacy saying Nikki was a paid GRO girl. GRO is guest relations officer. I like that name. It's very professional. Guest relations officer. Okay. So I see what you mean. Yeah, Nikki was just one of his girlfriends or something. As for David Bond from California, right? So he's a Californian expat. Okay, right. I'm not sure about him. Maybe if I checked him out, I'd know who he is. But let's keep going. Hey, Thomas Payne, friend, how are you doing? When you going back to Phil's? I'm going to Bohol April 8th. Straight flight JFK to Manila. Hey, cool, man. Good to hear from you, Thomas. Not sure. I was just talking about that earlier. We're just warming up. Maybe later in the year, maybe for Christmas. I'm just taking care of business. I've got business and work to take care of. And there's a dry spell. So there's a dry spell in Metro Manila, drought, water shortage, and also there's a measles outbreak. So I'm just taking it easy, letting it cool off, literally. Lawrence says whatever page GRO, like what's going on. Stacy saying I just read the new rules. It is for real. Must be all PC. Can you send the link, Stacy? If you have the actual Google article, post a link, please. Otherwise, I'll find it and I'll post it too. But yeah, that'd be cool if you're reading it. The URL, but only one genuine, right? I don't want bullcrap speculation. I want it from Google, and that way the viewers can see it too. So, Stacy's saying yes, GRO. You know how the Philippines loves to use nice words. If you're fat, they will say she is mataba in USA. Stacy, you know too much, huh? You're CIA. You know too much, huh? You're a secret agent, Stacy. By the way, Stacy's a secret agent, for those of you who don't know. So, yeah. Secret agent. Yeah, but yeah. They find a nicer way to say things. Or, how come, camouflage. It's camouflage and embellishment. They like to camouflage and embellish things, yeah. So, yeah, I understand it's YouTube being family friendly, yep. Yeah, Stacy is an older intelligence guy, yeah. Yeah, brother, we left the intelligence game, We retired. Just joking. Crazy. So come on, guys. Look, say where you're from. How many we got now? 14. Hey, thanks, guys. Say where you're from if you haven't introduced yourself already. If you're from Philippines, USA, Australia. Anthony Roan, how do you choose your travel destinations for your next adventure? Yeah, so great question. Hey, thanks, man. Awesome. I like how this guy's focused. You're awesome, Anthony. Getting us back on track. I look at, have I been there before? Are there sites and attractions? Does it actually interest me? Like whether it's hiking or, island hopping, or, are there things to do, the natural beauty, and also logistics. Like, is it actually doable? How hard is it to get there? Or do I want to go through the grind, I mean, it was a pain in the balls to get to Al Volcano, and that was worth it. I liked it. I liked Al Volcano. I'd been wanting to go there since 2013, you see, and my first trip got cancelled. No wonder. It's such a pain in the balls to get there. So excuse my language. So yeah, but I mean, it was, I'm an adventurer. I like that hiking and the volcano. It was cool. And another viewer, I can't remember his name. I'll give him a shout out. Another viewer went up by the donkey, by the pack horse, and he had a cowboy adventure. So yeah, you can go up by horse as well. So yeah, it's cool. But again, it depends on whether it appeals to myself personally or not. And definitely logistics. It's such a grind, man. It's such a mission to get everywhere. And I'm not the only one to say it. It's not that I'm hating. There's other vloggers and people coming out now being honest for once. Actually being honest, imagine that. And they're saying the same thing, that yeah, once you get to the island, it's beautiful. Once you get to the beach, it's beautiful. But getting there is so difficult. You can get scammed, you get lost, la 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 la. So yeah, there's a reality check. But yeah, so that's a good question, Anthony. I'll look at, have I been there before? Is it something adventurous for me that I would like? And logistics. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, that's why I've even gone back to some places more than once. Metro Manila, obviously that's easy to get to, easy logistics. There's places I haven't been yet because it's a big city. And there's things I want to do. So that's why I went to Manila Ocean Park. I hadn't been there. I went, yeah, awesome. I want to see Manila Ocean Park, and it was cool. So you know what? I'm gonna post that video right now. Just because some people might be like, what's he talking about? And we had the fish bar. So yeah, don't be afraid to keep asking questions, guys. Or if you're looking for resources too, just go ahead and ask the question. If you want some guidance or resources, I'll try and give you a straight answer. And there's a tipping jar. I think there's a tipping feature if you want to give me a tip. I'm just saying, right? I'm not desperate for it, but that's cool too. I like that. So, man, it's nice. It's nice. It's just that it's there. I'm just scrolling through, guys. Stacy just broke a 6-pack. Hey, good on you, man. Good on you. By the way, guys, don't get misled. You can use an avatar. It's the internet. So if you want to put a picture of a hot pic, that's what Stacy's done. So Stacy, relax. I'm not razzing you, but just so the guys understand, because some people might see your comments and go, "Who's this Stacy?" So Stacy's a secret agent. So that's not really Stacy. But Stacy's cool. You've been with the channel a long time, so going to get better, right? Thomas Payne says, I want to go to Surigao on my second trip later this year. Yeah, I wanted to go. I have a friend from Surigao, and she was encouraging me to go, but she didn't offer any help. You see, she wasn't offering any help or guidance. This is the grind I'm talking about. So people just go, oh, yes, go to my province. It's perfect. It's best. It's very difficult to get there. So the best way I saw was, I think, like flying down to like Dumaguete or flying down south and then getting a boat there, or maybe to Cebu and getting a boat there. It was very difficult. Like, it's not the easiest to get to. And a more reliable friend from Dumaguete, she went with her husband. They're both Filipino, and had a great sort of like honeymoon there, just a vacation. And they're surfers, so they went and they had really cool surfing. So apparently it's good for that. And yeah, they had lots of selfies and pictures surfing. Yeah, so I'm not much of a surfer or swimmer, but yeah, I would recommend it, Thomas, if you're an outdoors person and you don't mind learning. They went to the surfing school, so it's like a resort. It's a package. I think they paid about 3,000 or 4,000 pesos. So you stay at the resort for a couple of days, you do some surfing lessons, you go out, you meet people. Yeah, so they had a great time. As a turnkey package, that's why she said to me, you should probably try a package, since it was so difficult for me to try and get there myself. Just take a package with that resort or something like that. And that's quite rare too. A successful package that works is quite rare. So I mean, it's worth doing. Yeah, value add, absolutely. So Brian Jackson says, I'm really curious why there's hardly no marketing about the Philippines. I remember in the 70s and 80s there was strong marketing in the Philippines. What are your thoughts? Yeah, good question, Brian. It has to do with different political eras. They had the EDSA revolution, and I don't care for the politics. I'm just explaining to you. So when they had the EDSA revolution, nothing really developed after that. So that was after Marcos, after the Marcos regime. He was basically like a dictator. And again, I don't care for the politics. I'm not playing favorites. So it's a revolution happened and nothing really developed. So they really dropped the ball. And then those people that came to power just stole everything for themselves, which is the problem they're having right now. So now you got Duterte. They're trying to clean it up, President Duterte or Duterte administration. And to give you an idea, the slogan "It's more fun in the Philippines," they bought that copyright from Switzerland. It's more fun in Switzerland. They bought the copyright from Switzerland. Stupid. Why pay millions of dollars for the copyright? Make up your own slogan. So they paid, so they just kept doing these very bad things. So their Department of Tourism was quite poor, to say the least. I even emailed them to say what you're saying, to say, look, I can help you promote tourism. I can help you promote, Philippines more. I'm already doing it, so why don't we work together? And they were very arrogant. Oh, no, we're not interested. And they paid some girl, to give you an idea, I'm not jealous. They paid some girl, sponsored some girl to do it. And she only had like 500 subscribers on YouTube, and she did a very poor job. Like, she was okay, but she did a very poor job. She just did some vlogs, oh, look at me showing off, and then went back to Australia, So, so as you can tell, they went very professional, not very good. So now they've got a more professional focus. The slogan now, I think, is Experience Philippines, meaning come and have, the experience. It's less about partying and more about come and see the natural beauty, that type of thing. So you can see there's a different level of maturity and professionalism now. But yeah, they really dropped the ball after the ITSA revolution. And that includes development. That's why nothing developed for so many years. Let's keep going. Glenn Wheeler says, we have lots of volcanoes here in the Pacific Northwest. Yes, that's what we had a chat about that. And I looked up some of those historical volcanic eruptions in Washington State and Oregon. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, beautiful hiking and some beautiful pictures. I have friends who have been there and they took pictures. Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful with the lakes and the mountains. We're talking about West Coast in the USA. Lawrence is saying lots of mainland Chinese are going to the Philippines. Yeah, they have been for a long time. I mean, there's a saying, I'm not sure how true it is, 1/4 of Philippines is Chinese, meaning mixed blood. They call them chinito Chinese. So some are very, like full blood or mixed blood. It's common. They went around the world. There's many mixed Thai, mixed Vietnamese, Australian. Yeah. So let's keep going. Stacey saying, I will be in Bangkok for a month from Son Gran. Come over, I will hook you up, and she will be not be El Hooker, not VD. No, it started. No VD. Well, thank you, Stacey. Very kind of you. Stacey, have you messaged me? Message me on Facebook. On the Facebook page, so by the way, guys, I got a Facebook page. Check it out. I'll share the link right now for those of you who don't know. I don't know. Maybe we have an interesting chat because otherwise, how else are we going to meet up? But yeah, that'd be interesting, man. But even if I met you, it'd be cool. We could just hang out just to say hello. Because you're secret agent, but no VD. I don't know, man. I want to see the test results. Get it checked, and you got to check the results because they lie to you. They don't show you, man. But look, I'm gonna tell a story now. I gotta own it because you're like, why are these guys laughing? It's an inside joke. So watch the video, El Hooker. Like I'll just find it. Because some of you are like, what's he talking about? So it's a comedy. It's a video. But yeah. So that's what he's referring to. And hold on. I'll just get the. That was my very first trip. I was green. So some of you may have seen it already anyway, but I was green, right? So anyway, I was talking to this guy, and he's an Australian guy, and we're in like Dumaguete, and he's getting real stressed out, and we're like, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, I want my girlfriend to go get tested, and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, oh, okay, we're like just a couple of Australian guys, we're hanging out, and we're like, oh, okay, well, do you want us to get someone else to go talk to her, get a friend to talk to her? Look, she's asking for like 3,000 pesos, for the test. We're like, oh, okay, is that fair? And he's like, oh, it sounds okay, but he goes, I think she's going to take the money. So he said, look, why don't I go with you? We'll pay and we'll go together and it'll be fine. We'll go get the testing done, whatever. And she got very defensive. oh, you don't trust me? How dare you? You know, and he's like, well, you're asking me for the money, so I'm happy for you to get tested. Just get the medical checkup, you know, health checkup and blood test, you know, general checkup. Yeah, it's fine, you know, so I'll go with you. So she's getting very defensive. So finally they agreed on the mother going with her. So she went with the mother. And yeah, he paid it, and then he's getting really stressed out. I go, look, are you okay? And he said, look, he goes, look, man, he was already in his 40s at the time, which is still young, but he's just saying, look, I just paid it. You know, why not? So yeah, you just get it over and done with. I said, did you see the test results? And he said, well, it said a clean bill of health, but we don't even know if it's a real medical report, you know, or whether she bribed the doctor or whether it's even real. But yeah, it's a thing. It's a common thing. So anyway, yeah, you know, kind of hurt the relationship a little bit, but look, hey, whatever. They got it done. Let's keep going. Yeah, Stacey's saying I'm on the down low. Yep, that's fine. I understand, secret agent. Do you plan on collaborating with other travel vloggers? Yeah, look, let's Reggie. Hey, Reggie, bud. Reggie, I'm open to it. I'm not sure if you asked that question before, but it's a common question. Yeah, I'm open to it. Look at season 3, man. Season 3 was all collab. I traveled around the country meeting other people. That was the whole point, and also exploring. Yeah, so I'm open to it, man, but it's not that big a deal. But yeah, that would be nice. Some of them, I have to be honest, guys. Some of them are very they're very arrogant, or they're very you know, they get high on their own supply. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I have reached out to some, and they weren't interested. I know they saw the message. You know, when it says if they've read the message on certain social media. I know they saw the message, man. So, and they've even copied some of my videos. They've been the places that I've been. They've made comments that I've made as well. They never gave me a shout out or nothing. That's cool. I'm not butthurt. I'm not upset. I'm not butthurt, meaning they're allowed to make whatever videos they want. And I'm happy if they took inspiration from my own videos. But yeah, some of them get high on their own supply, man. And it's something you have to get used to when you start doing this stuff. Just because you have one popular Instagram post or Facebook post or YouTube video, you can't get high on your own supply, man. You know, so yeah, some of them are very difficult to work with. So Reggie, it's a good question. I'm very open to it. It's cool, but it's very common in the entertainment business. I'm being straight with you. I know people that have worked in Hollywood as a video editor or a cameraman or audio. You know, like there's jobs you can do, and they say, yeah, it's very common. And even they themselves, it was very hard working with them, just because I did one project in Hollywood or one TV commercial. They think they're Steven Spielberg. You know, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, finding humble people in the entertainment business is hard. And it's also just, you know, personalities. And some people have a different personality. It's cool. Like I'm not razzing, I'm not hating. But yeah, so it's not as easy as you'd think. But yeah, I'm definitely open to it. Stacey's saying the baht is the only currency that it has actually gained in value over the Aussie dollar and the US dollar, the pound and the euro, even with the Swiss dollar. Yep, Stacey's making a very good point, because it shows Thailand's economy is so strong, they've gained value, the currency has gained value. We talked about this last video, not to get too much into the economics, but if you guys like it, I can talk economics too. I have the background, the education, but yeah, so it shows how strong they are. I'm happy for them. They wanted it. They're the king of tourism for a reason. They built up the economy. Good on them. They're hard workers. But yeah, the downside is bad foreign currency exchange now, meaning we're not getting as much value for money. But that's subjective. I mean, you might pay more in Thailand now, but maybe it's higher quality tours, higher quality hotels, you know, more developed cities and society and things like that. So, you know, safer, cleaner. So we'll see. Yes, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on that too, Stacey. So I would love to go back to Thailand just to explore more. You know, there's some very beautiful islands and things there, and people are generally very nice. Yeah. Jason Croft, when will you be back in the Philippines, pretty boy? Jason, you're chiming in late, brother, but that's okay. Geez, yeah, already 40 minutes now. So yeah, I'm going to start getting into the news, guys, since we're already well into it. But Jason, maybe later for Christmas time. I'm just focused on business at the moment, business and work, you know, things I want to take care of. Also, there's a dry spell, a drought. Metro Manila has a water shortage, and there's a measles outbreak. So maybe like things to settle down a little bit. So by the end of the year, Christmas, take a vacation, and also it's the wet season. It will replenish the dams because they're having this big drought or dry spell. So yeah, and it's very tough because they're an island country, so it's very hot. They need water, so finding water in general is hard. They usually rely on dams and natural springs, cold springs and hot springs. And water desalinization, I think, is new. I think some places might have it, but I think it's kind of new. So that they're talking about it now. Yeah, but I was interested to learn that too. That they use a lot of cold springs and natural spring water. Okay, Stacey Stevens, I will hook you up with a nice girl from Isan who speaks no English, and you will be happy. You come up the best. Whatever, Stacey, you're crazy. Stacey's razzing. Stacey's being crazy. Oh man, yeah, Stacey's cool. It's good comedy, huh? So I'll keep going so I can catch up. Scuba Tom, I'll be going to Thailand on April 23. I'll be there until June 3rd. Hey, good on you, man. Lucky you. And spend a couple of weeks in Dumaguete or another part of the Philippines. Hey, cool. All right. And your name, Scuba Tom. Scuba Tom, I would say Porto Galera. Let me get that for you. Porto Galera, that's south of Philippines. I mean, south of Manila. Porto Galera, Sabang Beach. So that's where I went, but there's other places. But there's beautiful snorkeling there. And I'm an amateur. I just snorkel for fun. If you're a diver, you'd love it, man. Yeah. Let me find it for you, brother. So I'm doing the amateur tourist stuff. If you're actually a diver, yeah, you'd have a great time. There's giant clams. Hold on, I'm just getting set up. Yeah, giant clams like this, big clam shells, huge, big shells, you know, and beautiful coral gardens. You know, very colorful. It looks like a garden. So you're looking under the water. Yeah, tropical fish, and they have a diving school. They have a diving school there. So what's it called? I'll get that for you too. So there's actually a dive resort. It's simple, very, very simple. Tina's place. Yeah, they got a dive resort, they got accommodation. But just to give you an idea, you don't have to use them, but even you can go talk to them. They've got a diving map, they've got instructors, they've got the equipment. Tina's place, diving resort. So yeah, they do diving tours, and tours. So yeah, I just stayed there for the accommodation and discovered it. But yeah, every day, man, we saw people coming in and out doing awesome diving tours, and yeah. Let's keep going. So that's for you, Tom. So I'm posting the links in the chat so you can scroll down or you can save them or look on them. So Stacey's saying, so Jason's saying depends on what you want to do. Yep. Stacey's saying we all know why men single or divorced go to Thailand or Philippines. It is not PC, but the truth. Hey, let's be real. Then you're spelling men. Let's be real. They are not there to hang out at Manila Bay. Hey, well, they cleaned up Manila Bay. I'm not kidding. Manila Bay literally got cleaned up. Good on the volunteers who are literally cleaning it up. They went out there with garbage bags and garbage trucks and filled up like 50 garbage trucks with trash. So good on them. I mean, and it's ongoing. So good on them for cleaning it up. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Stace. I know. But I'm being for real. I was having this debate with a friend of mine, a good friend, whom I respect. And it was a girl, and she couldn't understand why I go because she had it in her head, her own preconceived notions. And I said, look at these videos. Look at my ATV. Look at the shooting range. Look at this and that. I'm an adventurer. That's why I call the channel Be Adventures. But, I mean, if guys are going for the other tourism, the red light, then that's their own business, you know. I mean, especially if they're on vacation or retired, if that's what they want to do. That's their vacation or retirement. You know, we can't judge. The only difference now, I mean, human beings have always been human beings. The only difference is we're being exposed. Yeah. People have always been people. We just have the technology to expose it now and document it and record it and share it. So it's not that like Instagram or Facebook or YouTube is making the world a worse place. People get upset. It's like, well, why don't we be real? Like, and figure out why you're getting upset, because I think it's more that people are just being exposed. They're getting a bit butthurt because they're being exposed. And it does take getting used to. I know, getting used to the whole social media and digital age. I know. Anyway, so Stacey's saying, right. I see what you mean. Stacey's just saying, yeah, if we want to keep in touch. Right. Okay. Thomas Payne says, I agree, Lawrence, especially in Boracay after its new opening. Saw a video from another YouTuber. It's crowded with Chinese and Koreans. No, I would not go to Boracay overpriced. Yeah, so Thomas, that's why I stopped going. Oh, well, I never went again. One, I went in 2013. I'm being honest. It was years ago. It was very crowded. The water already smelled like poo and wee. It already smelled like sewage. I already knew about those problems. Like, I knew something was wrong. The environmental problems were being reported. Nothing was being done. There's a lot of corruption. It's still ongoing. So good on them for cleaning it up and getting onto the corruption. I believe some officials were arrested. Some Boracay management officials were arrested for that, meaning they charge a tax on tourists and then keep the money. Things like that. Skimming off the top. Yeah, but it's just overpriced, overrated. It's really sad, actually, and it's not to upset people. Like, I don't know. Filipinos get so upset. I understand. It's like, oh, well, Boracay, but it's just a tourist trap. Like, I'd rather go to Thailand. Thailand is more organized and nicer and better priced. And yeah, so yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. Jason Croft, Stacey, I would go to the Philippines since I was 20. I never had a girlfriend there, nor had sex with any woman. Yeah, it's possible. That's what Jason said, and I'm not razzing you, brother. I mean, yeah, respect. Like, it's not all about that. And by the way, guys, if that's all it's about, you can do that in your home country. Seriously, you don't need to travel so far if you just want to do certain things, right? So if you're just after the, milking out the juices, I don't what do you want to call it? That's actually what my friend said to me. Milking out the juices. You can do that in your home country, So you don't need to travel so far if that's all you want. But anyway, let's keep going. I want to get through some of these comments too because I want to start sharing the news with you guys. My buddy and I met on Soy. Stacey's saying my buddy and I met on Soy 4. Was an Aussie. He goes there 3 times a year. As a government worker in Aussie, nice guy, but hey, we were both there for the same reason. Okay, whatever. Yeah, look, I get you, man. I guess he was on leave, vacation. Is that what you mean? Maybe he was on extended leave or long service leave or something. Or he uses up his leave. Let's be real, 2 guys in PI or Bangkok, single drinking beer. If you can't figure it out, well, then you're naive. Yeah, look, I get it. Stace, relax. Come on, chill out. I get what you're saying. Ryan Tar. Hey, Ryan. Can you say hi to my friend Nick Gers? Hey, Nick Gers. And hey, Ryan Tar. Tell us where you're from. Are you from Philippines or US? And why Nick Gers? Is that something? His birthday? Yeah, Jason and Stacey are having their thing. I'm happy for you guys to chat. Brian Jackson, do you see heaven on earth? What? Do you want to see heaven on earth? Google what Fa Son Kao. Okay, look, that's what very indigenous name. What? That's a Thai name or something. Pechaban, Thailand. The monks have refused Hollywood to film there. Right. So just give me a second. What Fa Son Kao? Yeah. Okay. A very beautiful temple. Okay. It's a Buddhist monastery, right? Okay. Right. So 5 hours north of Bangkok. Okay. Yeah, cool, man. Thanks for the heads up. I mean, and as you can tell, the pronunciation, very distinct name, but those are the cool things I like, and thanks for sharing. Yeah, absolutely. So it gives more purpose and meaning, and then you can go research the history, and that's what I like. I'm actually a history buff, so it's just something I enjoy. Glenn says, "Who wants some popcorn? Snack time? Yep, go get some snacks, brother. Hey, thanks for joining us. Glenn's cool. Stacey, Thailand economy is great, and the treasury is full. They only want brand new $100 bills. The best rate. Yeah. All right. 2.5 years ago, it was 35 baht to the dollar. Yep, same with the Australian dollar. It was 35 baht to the Australian dollar. 36, 37. Yeah. So, yeah, Look, exchange rates, man, they fluctuate. Hey, 2B. Yeah, I'm wearing a Barong shirt. So anyone who chimed in late, hey, everyone who's chiming in late. This is a Filipino dress shirt. So it's very sheer. It's very hot and humid. So I wanted to wear the Barong shirt. And of course, it's appropriate. You know, it's a nice dress shirt. So bring back the Barong. Wear your Barong. You can get short sleeve ones, cotton ones. You know, don't have to be fancy. This is a nice pineapple one, pineapple leaf. That's why it looks like silk. Yeah. So it's a very sheer fabric, but that's why it's a lightweight. I like it. It's cool. Ancient mesh technology, but it's good. It goes to show, even in the old days, they had ways to make different fabrics. You got silkworm and silk fabric, and then you've got this own Filipino silk, pineapple fabric. Yeah, it's cool. So let's keep going. So hey, 2B. Good to hear from you. What else we got? We got Scuba Time. Thanks. Serious Diver for sure. Yep. Oh, I'm still catching up. Hey, this is awesome. Thanks for. We got a lot of great comments coming in. Philippines is cheaper as an exchange, but Bangkok, the quality is better in the resorts, transportation, crime low. No one going to snatch your phone. Yeah, man, I agree. All that. I lost my phone in Thailand. They brought it back straight away. The taxi driver, he got so upset. He's like, oh, man, I didn't want you to think I stole it. But hey, Tuk Tuk, the tricycle driver, brought it back in Bohol, Philippines. Bohol, Philippines. You know what? I'm gonna share that story. That's a great story. Let me just find that. No, it's a great story. Phone. And the reason why, I mean, it encourages locals to be honest, and it encourages all of you too. And yeah, so you know, I was all stressed out losing my phone, and yeah, that's a great one. And by the way, that happened to a girl in El Nido, and she didn't get it back. I reckon they stole it. She lost her iPhone in El Nido, but anyway, let's move on. Enough hating on El Nido. Let's keep going. Yeah, so Jason, I had my booster. I'm pretty sure my doctor said he gave me a booster, but that's all he said. So I'll have to go check with him which one what he gave me. But hey, what's this? Hey, Lawrence L, thank you, man. He just gave me a tip. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, man. Go ahead and ask questions, whatever you need. And you know, if you want to PM me on Facebook. But yeah, awesome. And Lawrence L, you got a lobster picture. You got a lobster picture. That's cool. What do you know Dr. Jordan Peterson, or maybe it's something to do with that? But yeah, thanks, man. Hey, you're awesome. Cool. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, just give him a shout out. So yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah, so Jason, yeah, so from what I understand, I believe I have had the appropriate vaccines, but I need to go double check. So because my doctor, he's like, he's a professional doctor, but he's very friendly too. He's like, what's wrong with you? You're healthy, go enjoy life, yeah, go travel, go, you know, he's like that. Oh, go, lucky you, getting the, you know, like that. He's like, okay, you have good health, good for you, you know, like I've got serious patients to take care of you. So, but yeah, in all seriousness, look, that's what I mean. I need to check. I'm pretty sure I got the booster last time, and the flu shot. I got the influenza shot. We were more concerned about that because there was an influenza outbreak, and there's different species, meaning the flu in Australia is not the same as the flu from overseas, so it can hit you harder, different strain. So if you get really sick overseas just with the flu, what's normal because you're not used to that type of flu. It's a different type of influenza. So yeah, we were more focused on that last trip, but yeah, that was season 4. Yep, let's keep going so I don't get too distracted. Yes, Stacey, we get it. You're a fan of Thailand. We get it. But I do want to know how your trip goes, yeah? So I hope it works out. Just be careful. All right, don't get complacent. Be careful. Debt Management 101. What is up? Hey, brother. What's up? And let's keep going. So Jason's saying, I'm going to the Philippines in June, depending how things, how tits up things go after Brexit. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I feel for you, brother, because we're not sure. It's going to rock the whole European economy. And of course, the British and UK economy. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. And says told me when I met up with him over a year that I should meet up with you, as he said you're more friendly than me. Okay, yeah, yeah. Says is doing his party thing, man. So whatever, good for him. Guys, I think there was a communication outage. Excuse me. It was like the connection broke. So I hope everyone's here. Just checking out. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Yeah, so Jason, to answer your question, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to meet people. If you see me around, come say hello. People have seen me and not said hello. They only messaged me later. But yeah, I should do a meetup too. I should actually organize a meetup or something. It's just a bit hard traveling. Literally, it's hard because I'm jumping around and I'm shooting videos and then I'm doing this and that. Thomas Payne, I would rather go to Cambodia or Vietnam, cheaper than Thailand. Just my choice. Yeah, me too, man. As in, I would like to explore more. Yeah, absolutely. And you get more for your dollar. You get more for your dollar. Yep. So, Anthony Roan, B is just saying that we are allowed to choose our own adventure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the whole point. Yep. Thanks, Anthony. Stacy saying Baraka is now totally PC. You can't even put a chair on the beach smoking, etc. Oh, right, they're too strict now. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, man. And still a tourist trap. They're still overcharging on prices, still price gouging, and we'll see. We'll see how it plays out because Duterte administration, so they're trying to clean up. Stacey's saying I live in SoCal. My God, I live close to retirement home, and they employ 100 plus Pinay. No need to go to Philippines for walking street. Yeah, hit them up. Just be nice to them. Hit them up. Say, hey, look. Even say, do you watch Be Adventures? And I've been following this stuff, or yeah. Break the ice. You never know. Yeah, absolutely. So Jason's saying, my brother got HIV from a hooker in Pattaya, so that put me off dirty stuff. Yeah, look, that's no joke, man. That's no joke. Yeah. Jason's saying, I'm married to a Filipino now. We have a younger daughter. She works as a nurse and good woman. Cool. Respect, man. I'm glad it worked out. And that's no joke because HIV is on the rise, like in Southeast Asia, especially Philippines. It's rising, guys. It's no joke. Yeah. So, yeah, I spoke about that before in previous videos, but I wanted to give you guys a break from it. But yeah, no glove, no love. Always use protection, and it's serious. And I was paranoid about that, so I know it's just me, but I was very paranoid about that through all my travels. So that's why it's not the sole purpose, despite what certain people may think, judging me, judgmental. Stacey saying, no need for VD. If you're paranoid, just go to a massage and get a nice massage. Great handy. Oh, no. Jason, never been to Walking Street. Okay, cool. Stacey, you like Duterte in that shirt. Yeah. Duterte. Yeah. I had a gavel. I got a gavel. I should have. Anyway. Cool. Let's keep going. If you offered me a free airfare to Philippines, if I ate durian, I would not accept it. The smell repulses me. I will puke. Yeah, durian's that sweet, the sweet fruit. Yeah, it's very spiky. I think that one. Yeah, but yeah, it stinks, man. But I don't mind it. It's sweet. It's like sweet custard. The texture. It's like a sweet custard. Anyway, Christmas is a good time to visit. From Jason. Yep. Oh my God, Stacey, you're jacking me. Stacey's saying I ate street food and the local eateries in Bangkok and never got ill. Whatever, man. I got sick so many times in Thailand, but anyway, like 3 times, but really sick. I was vomiting. But whatever. Okay, fine. Good for you. As for debt, read the state credit card debt is huge and 90 days past due along with auto loans. If the USA goes down, so will the rest of the world. Yep. Yeah, it'll be a knock-on effect. Yep. If the USA gets cold, the rest of the world gets flu, in my opinion. Yeah, I understand your analogy. Yep. If the USA gets sick, gets a cold, then the rest of the world gets a flu. Yeah, there's a knock-on effect. Yep, or a flow-on effect. Okay, yep. They're just chatting away. Stacey saying Cambodia, the police will shake you down if you're with a Cambodian girl. Oh, right. Right, so that they don't like that, or they see that as an advantage. They will shake you down. Just they go, oh, a rich foreigner sort of thing. Yeah, okay, okay. I'll be interested in to flesh that out. Hey, Carlo4214. Hey, Carlo, watching from the Bay Area in San Fran. I'll be visiting Cebu in 2 weeks. Hey, good on you. Shout out to my cousins in Sydney and Canberra, Australia. Hey, cool. What do you miss most about Cebu? Hey, look, Carlo, tell them to watch my channel, and they can say hello too. If you, yes, that's cool, man. So Carlo4214. I guess what you're Pinoy, you're Filipino American or something. Yeah, cool. And the question was, what do you miss most about Cebu? That's a good one. What do I miss most about Cebu? The cost of living was cheaper. Haircuts, food, like Filipino food. They had an arms school shooting range, the pistol shooting. That was cool. I'm not kidding. I know it's not for everyone. And then the proximity to other stuff in Cebu, like they had island hopping and there was some convenience. So I rushed my very first trip. It was very rushed, rushing around because I was new. And it was so hard and difficult to get around Philippines in general. It still is. I'm not complaining. I'm just giving you guys a reality check. So I really wanted to spend more time there first trip. But even with the limited time that I had, 3 days, 2 nights, can you see it was very rushed? That's really not enough time. I still saw so much. So you know what? I'll share it right now. That's actually one of my most popular videos. We'll see if it's gotten dead. That was one of my most popular videos. That was like one of my very first vids, and you can see why. Come on, where is it? Yeah, I did so much, man, in just a couple of days. I did so much there. So here. And now that was a long time ago. That was like 2013, but I did go back. I did go back for season 3. But yeah. So I hope that answers your question, Carlo. Sorry, I lost you. Oh, I'm just scrolling through now. Where are you? Yeah. So yeah, that was nice. But it's not that I'm hating on Cebu. You could tell they were very hungry. A lot of opportunists, a lot of scams. That happens anywhere, but there's a lot in Cebu, especially in the city as well as in the provincial area. So yeah, that's something I just want to be responsible about. I've got to warn people. So there's a lot of scams in Cebu. You got to be extra careful. Even a 5-star hotel. I went to a 4.5-star hotel. That's what they claimed. International hotel, and they still try to scam, cash scam. Like they wanted a cash deposit, and I said no, I'm just going to pay with my credit card, and I'll leave a deposit with my credit card, and then you refund it. And they got very pissed off, and so instead they just took my credit card details and they just didn't bother, See, they're just trying to get some more cash out of me. I talked about that in the scam video, so no offense, Carlo, but it's a reality check. You got to do it. You got to be careful, man, because otherwise they will do it to you. They don't care. You're a foreigner, they'll scam you, man. They don't care. So, I mean, there's certain people out there that will target you, right? Okay, let's keep going. You should visit the UK while we still exist, Jason. Oh, well, maybe I'll visit when the British pound falls and it's more affordable. Yeah, no offense, huh? No offense. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Why not? Stacey saying, if the flip and Pinay is TNT, I assure you, gentlemen, she will open the hatch after the date. Okay. Whatever. Jason, my wife friend works in sexual health clinic in Cebu every day. 90 of customers are foreigners. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me down from Mango Square. Mango Square is where the action is. Mango Avenue. Yeah, but I cover that too in some videos. Some of you may have seen them. STD rate in Cebu City is high. Yep, I believe it. I believe it, man. because they're hungry and they want to make some extra money, or they don't care. The education isn't there. They're not using protection. They're not using condoms. You know, it's a thing. It's very dangerous, and guys are like, yeah, we drunk and high and whatever. Yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me. To B, tell us an embarrassing story that you experienced. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. Yeah, sure, 2B. I do that anyway. I share rather embarrassing stories. What's a good one? I've already shared some, but well, yeah, what's a new one? There was this guy, and he was running a little sari store, right? You know, like a little shop, and he's got the tobacco and drinks and whatever. I was just being nice, and I bought some things, you know, bought some drinks and some snacks. And there's this lady standing next to him, and he was a big, fat guy, and he, you know, wasn't very good looking, and he, you know, whatever. And I wasn't being mean, like I was just being nice to him. And there's a lady standing next to him. I said, "Oh, is this your wife?" And he goes, "That's my mother." I think, you know, I think that was so embarrassing. And he gave me, you know, he's being friendly, smiling. He goes, "That's my mother. That's not funny," you know, like. So that ruined the relationship, and I was like, "Oh damn, that's my local sorry too." That was in Dumaguete, you know, that was just near my apartment. And I was like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that." He was so offended because his mother was like shorter, and I couldn't see her properly, and I thought, oh, maybe it's his wife or something. You know, she's standing in the back. Yeah, very embarrassing. That was a good one. There you go, 2B. I hope you're happy, but yeah, tread more carefully next time. You know. Or ask. Don't assume. Say, who's that? Is that a family member or something? Or is that a staff member? Lawrence, not eating any street food will shut myself. Yep. Life in the Philippines, as I said. Big hello Sunday morning to you. Yep. Hey, life in Philippines, as I said. We hope you and your family are well, good sir. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, man, just busy working and taking care of business. Yep. And just trying to take care of my health and other things. You know, so life stuff. Yep. Let's keep going. Miss Saigon. I've been wanting to tell you this, and I guess this is the most opportune time to say it. You've got the worst perfect set of teeth. You've got the world's perfect set of. Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, I should, because I had braces twice. You know, braces. I had braces twice. So I had braces when I was very young because I had like an underbite. Like my bite was not correct, so I had to correct it. And then they were really crooked, and then I got braces again. So I paid a lot of money on the second time. My parents paid for the first one. I paid for the second. So the first one was correct. If I didn't eat it, I had an underbite. Yes, I spent a lot of money. $7,000 Australian, you know. My money. I spent my money on it. Ain't no one else paying it. Yeah, so thank you. And I brushed with Colgate. Colgate. That's the joke, you know, when someone's got a nice smile. Colgate. So yeah. Yeah, so that's why, because I've had a lot of dental work, had a lot of dental problems. So yeah. So they should look good because I spent a lot of money on it. A lot of time and effort. You know, I started to actually pay more attention. When's your next visit to Cebu City? Try eating at the Birdseed Breakfast Club. Okay. And try staying at the Henry Hotel. Very arty and a Google search for the rooms. Okay. Yeah, I can look into it. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, I was thinking about it like that. Like, if I went back, it'd have to be like somewhere new. So maybe I'll check out some new places. Yeah. You know, see some new places. Henry does require a peso 1,000 daily deposit when booking in. That's $1,000 per day. Came as a shock booking. They never warned me. Yeah, so I hope you got that deposit back, Jason, because that's a very common scam. They're not supposed to do that, especially if you prepay the room. So I'm like that. I like to prepay. That way there's no issue. And also it's all electronic, either on the card or I prepay online. And you print the voucher. Always print the voucher and take it with you. You know, they're just like paper, you know. But you can always have the backup copy on a memory stick or a memory drive, you know, something like that, or on your phone or on your email. Stacey's saying, Philippines is a place where if the crime of opportunity exists, they will rip you off. Yep, very much so. Yep. Okay, my friend, open the hatch equals part the Red Sea. Okay. Whatever. Looking for the Phil and Miss Universe Miss Gray. Okay. What? I think she's in New York. Is that what you mean? You actually want to meet her, or are you just joking around? But I guess you could. You can look up her fan page or look up her actual Facebook page, her own one. Yeah, I believe she's working in New York doing modeling or something. But I guess you could. Jason says, my wife warned me not to use a hotel.com. She worked as a nurse in a hotel, and she said it's the only booking site that allows any staff to see the card info. Oh, really? Thanks for telling me. Yeah, I'm a bit iffy. Like, I've been happy with them in general, but I'm still a bit iffy about them. Okay. Okay. Well, make a complaint. Seriously, man. Get her to email them and make a complaint and say, yo, don't do that. Yeah, okay. But I use PayPal anyway for that reason. So PayPal offers an extra layer of protection, but sometimes I use direct credit card. Yep. Yep. Okay. So that's a good warning. So what he's saying is maybe some websites, so we need to confirm this, but I think you're saying hotels.com. That's a popular broker to book accommodation. That apparently they can see your credit card details. And they're not supposed to. They're not. It usually covers up half or just has the last few numbers or something. Yeah, okay. But that's why I use PayPal. PayPal just so it's a bit more secure. So that way I pay with PayPal and they can't see my credit card details. But that's a tip for all of you there. You might use another payment system that has the same approach. You got Google Wallet too. You know, I'm not sure if anyone ever uses Google Wallet. I only used it once to buy an app. So to buy this app on my phone, they wanted Google Wallet, so I just used it. And cool, you know. Oh, and now I think that's how donations work too. So if depending on what country, and you can actually give a donation to me. I'm just saying, and it goes through Google Wallet, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the payment system they want to use. They want to use their own brand, but it's the same thing. A secure payment system covers up your credit card and bank card details. So let's keep going. Gosh, guys, you know, this is cool. Plenty of engagement, plenty of comments coming in. So I'm just catching up. Yeah, Stacey's saying I book all my rooms on Agoda, so no worries at all. With cash deposits, and you get cheaper deals. Yeah, look, Agoda can be cheaper. It depends what country. I found Vietnam and Thailand was good, but it depends what country. And I did use Agoda for Philippines too, and I wasn't very happy. There was a significant price difference. I mean, that's business, meaning someone's taking a cut. But I know it seems a bit funny. You can try this. I do this. I might find that on a broker like Agoda or hotels.com. But then I'll go directly to the hotel and ask them the real price, like email them. Yeah, simple. And if they get back to me, you know, if they have good customer service, I'll often book directly. The reason why that's important, because even if you use Agoda or hotels.com, they might still be very disorganized. That's happened to me. And we got in an argument. So even though I had the voucher from Agoda or hotels.com, because my voucher I already paid, they tried arguing and trying to get the cash deposit, trying to scam, trying to get, you know, some cash off top. So yeah, so that's already a warning sign there. So that's also a tip too to save money. So you might say, oh, that's a great hotel on Agoda. Try email them, you know, so whatever country they're in, and then maybe you get a better deal directly as well. So you just might want to use it for searches and reviews, just to check the search and review. Yep. So yep, Scuba Tom saying he'll never use booking.com again. Okay, what happened, Scuba Tom? Tell us if you had a bad experience. It's good feedback. And you know, you can leave a review online as well. Jason said she warned Agoda to overbook rooms. Yes, that's very true. That happened to me in Boracay. So that was also part of the negative Boracay experience. They had overbooked. I went to the resort. Actually, before I even got there, luckily they called me and they said, "Sorry, sir, we overbooked. We'll try to find you another room." So eventually I ended up in another resort, which was fine. It worked out, but you know, it's just very inconvenient and just very unprofessional. Yeah. So because it wasn't about the money, it was that now I was going to Boracay without a room, and I was like, what the heck? So luckily we found one last minute, and yeah. But a lot of stress. It was a very stressful trip, really, because it rushing and disorganized, you know. So worrying all the time, and Yeah, but you know, I had to learn. That was my first trip. I had to learn how to adapt and make the most of things. And as hokey as that sounds, or as cliche as it sounds, it's true. You really got to learn to adapt. You know, things aren't perfect, and you got to try and make the most of it. And things just kept going wrong the whole trip. So it was a great experience because it forced me to wake up that life's not perfect, and you just got to go with the flow sometimes. You know, but it turned into a great adventure. It really did. So anyway, let's keep going. I like sweets at Landon. What? Jason saying Landon Street as it's only 800 pesos a night. You get cable, hot shower, aircon, double bed. Yeah, okay. What is it? JL Suites at Landon. JL Suites at Landon. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing. Yep, I can look it up later. Stay away from 6K for my teeth. Braces and another 6K for my nose job. Stupid me ran into the back of a truck nose first when I was 14. Oh, right. Are you being... I don't know if you were joking. Stacy's saying, yeah, spent 6K fixing Stacy's teeth and then 6K fixing your nose, getting a nose job because they broke nose. Yeah, I've actually broken mine. Can you see that ridge? I've actually broken mine too. Same thing. It was a log. Someone was carrying a log on there, you know, and they turned around and whacked me with a thick wooden log. Boom, broke my nose, man. Blood everywhere. Yeah. And I actually grabbed it and pulled it out. So if that counts as a nose job, lucky I had to pull it out because blood everywhere. It was very painful. But yeah, so I got a bit of a ridge there. It's the boxer nose, we call it when you get your nose broken boxing. You know. Anyway, actually, I like Miss Sherilyn Doriel, Miss Scuba. Oh, okay. She works with Finn Snow. She is the ultimate Pinay in my mind. Okay. I think I've seen her. Yeah, if that's Finn Snow's girlfriend, or she's always in his videos. Yeah, he's always got good looking girls with him from what few videos I've seen. Yeah. And you know, why not? A lot of people don't understand. It's like a collab. You know, they're working together, and whether they're boyfriend and girlfriend or not, they're on the show, sort of thing. They're inviting other people onto the show. So eye candy. Yes, you know, some of them have a lot of eye candy, and hey, me too. Right. Life in the Philippines is saying Cebu is scamming in some parts, and Manila has a water shortage problem. Yeah, you're coming in late, brother. I already covered that. Yeah, there's a water shortage and a drought in Metro Manila, but yeah, impacting Philippines in general and Southeast Asia. There's a drought and water shortages. Yep. So you're saying only from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., almost like Port Barton, I think you're saying. Port Barton has a generator power at certain times. Okay, so I think he's also saying power outages. Brownout. Brownout, is that what the main temporary power outage or blackout? Okay. Stacey's saying, oh crap, Agoda has all my credit card info, not now I'm paranoid. Yeah, just go and delete it then, or you know, whatever. You work it out. You work it out. As long as you're generally careful, you should be okay. Jason's saying I pay cash in person now. I used to use Airbnb or something, but now I use JL or Airbnb. Oh, JL, right? Okay, right. Whatever that stands for. Okay. Jason, Agoda does not allow hotel staff to see credit card info, so you're safe. Okay, so who spread that one? So, yeah, so I don't know if that's a rumor or what, but okay. Someone raised that earlier. We're chewing the fat. I guess it's good we're fleshing it out. You can email them. Definitely email them and ask for what it's worth, or you can Google it on their website to see. You know, it's always nice to keep them in check. Just the fact that you ask and raise the question. It is true. I booked direct through Airline Japan and got the same fare as a cheapo air. As I love Japan Air, free drinks the whole way, great service. Japanese are very on time. So Stacey's saying, "Yep, you covered that last time." Yep, and yeah, absolutely. I want to try them now. Seriously, I've heard good things too. I want to try them. 2B, you gotta fix your name. It's number 2B. So numero 2B, uno B, uno due, unos dos B, letra B. How do you find Filipino friends in Australia? will be coming to Oz next year to study. I'm open to making friends with Aussies, but it would also be nice to meet Filipinos. Yeah, great question. I made some videos about it. Look, I'll post some. I'll post some. Drama. They love their drama, man. So I did I'll just find it for you. I did some videos like Filipinos in Australia, and just to share that experience with all of you. And of course, it's just my subjective experience. So look, I'm getting that playlist, so you can look through it and check. Yeah, too much drama. So I'm just gonna post it now. Filipinos. So generally very friendly, very nice, very friendly, but they still bring a culture with them. You know, like the thick face. You know, maarte or showing off, false face. They still bring these things with them. So it's really sad, and I have to coach and mentor them as a friend. You know, sincerely, like privately over a coffee. Look, you're in Australia now. It's a nice country. You don't need to show off all the time, or you don't need to be so competitive. Or it's important to turn up on time. Otherwise, people think you're being rude or disrespectful. You know, so they'll turn up like 2 hours late, 3 hours late. You know, things like that. So don't get me wrong, Australians do that too. I'm just saying, you know, just cultural things. So to answer your question, how do you find Filipino friends in Australia? Yeah, look, I mean, I like them. That's how I found the connection. That's how I started visiting Philippines. I like them. So yeah, generally very friendly, very nice. But you know, there's the animosities we were talking about earlier of different tribes and different regions. So they're from different islands or whatever. They can have some animosity. I think when they adapt properly and they assimilate properly, they get over it and realize, look, it's just nice to be in Australia. It's nice to have other friends, whether Australian or Filipino. But yeah, they still, the real Filipinos still bring a lot of bad habits with them, and I actually tell them straight, like as a friend, look, you don't need to skim off the top. You know, things like you're trying to skim off the top, or borderline opportunistic or scammy behavior. It's like, you know, you got to be careful in Australia. That doesn't fly. You get a bad reputation. So yeah, like generally just like Philippines, you know, very nice and friendly, but they adapt very quickly. They appreciate the technology very quickly and the working internet and phone. And then they start showing off, you see. They like to show off embellishment. So I get it, because especially when you come maybe from a poorer background, you want to show off and overcompensate. You know, it's very normal. But again, I just try to mentor them and coach them as a friend, sincerely, that, look, you don't have to do that. You know, beautiful, nice country, just try to fit in. And, you know, that type of thing. But some of them take it too far. And that applies to anyone. Like, I know Australians like that too, that are very competitive, you know, and they're so competitive it ruins the relationship. Yeah, that's always a problem. So anyone, I know Americans like that. I know Australians like that. Anyone it's a very bad way to behave, and it also shows us what a jerk you are when you behave that way. You know. So anyway, let's keep going. I think I've spoken that too long. Jason says, I noticed you're wearing your famous Philippine shirt. Yeah, it's a barong, man. Bringing the barong back. Seriously, I like it. It's a very hot, humid day in Australia, so it's appropriate. Lightweight fabric. And yeah, it's nice. Barong. I can meet Duterte. I can have my big office meetings like this, you know. But I was actually going to do that. I was actually going to try and wear this to an office, but people might be like, why is he wearing that shirt? But I'll do it. I'll do it in Southeast Asia for sure. So yeah, I was thinking about bringing it and wearing it on my travels. But I also have a short sleeve cotton one. Some of you may have seen it. It's white with a brown pattern. Yeah, I like that one. I wear that too. So I actually do. I've worn that to meetings in Philippines or just worn it around for fun. And people are like, I know. What, are you going to the office? Why are you wearing a barong? You know, I like it. So yeah, let's keep going. Stacy says clickbait works. Yeah, that's why Wanderlust has his eye candy. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. What's up, Brennan? Great to catch you on a live stream. Oh, who's that? That's NorCal Zone. So I guess North California. Well, hey, NorCal. I guess you're from America. Hey, welcome, man. Thanks for joining us. We got 20 people watching. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everyone live. So if you haven't commented, go ahead and tell us where you're from. Miss Saigon is saying, Oh, Stacey's saying my bridge is plastic, so must be careful. Yeah, okay, so you had some work done. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's important. Miss Saigon saying I had braces many years ago and still not content with the results. Guess to have to do again. Yeah, I know that happens. Sometimes a poor orthodontist will not really correct it properly, or they don't do the extractions. So I had 4 extractions, 4 teeth were removed, 2 up and 2 below. They pulled them out, but they gave me more space because I had overcrowding. So yeah, I understand. And if you don't do that, then it's still overcrowded. They just chuck out more, you know. So my cousin from Melbourne had her teeth fixed, and again, it cost her heaps. Yep. Here you can get a refraction. Yep, yeah, absolutely. So don't get me wrong, shop around for a good one. It doesn't matter if it's in Saigon or whatever, but yeah, get a reputable one and, you know, make sure you're happy with it. So I know people in Australia who transferred. They weren't happy with their orthodontist. Same thing, they weren't getting very good treatment. I said, look, this is my one. If you feel comfortable, transfer it to them, or even just talk to them. You know, it's worth it. Even if you pay a little money, it's worth it. Just get the consultation, just to get a second opinion, you know. And because they have so much technology now, not just the x-rays, they x-ray it and they put it on the computer. And then they do 3D modeling. So they can model you on the computer and then play around with it. Like, this is what we can do, or, you know. So mine was actually a molded model, a physical model. They put plaster, molded it. And then my orthodontist showed me what he was going to do. He goes, I'm going to take out these ones. I'm going to do this and that. So you see what I mean? He made a copy of my teeth. It's like a orthodontist model, you know, with removable teeth. And then he showed me. So yeah, that was cool. But now he has the computer technology. So speaking too much on this, let's keep going. So Jason's saying my wife knew about it. She was a nurse at the front desk and she saw herself the credit card when the customer used hotels. That's why she knew. Right. Oh, okay. So what's going on? She was shocked seeing the guest's full credit card on the credit card info. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, maybe you can follow that up, Jason. So because it's still like we're getting mixed information. But look, hey, appreciate you sharing. But it does raise a good point. Let's be careful about our credit card details, guys. So use a broker or a payment broker like PayPal or something. You don't have to use that brand. I'm just saying be careful about your credit card details. And it's not unwise, or it's a good idea to cancel them after the trip. So I will even cut up or cancel the credit card after the trip and just get a new one. So my credit card company actually did that for me. They just called me and said, hey, do you mind if we send you a new one? I said, yeah, sure. And they said, yeah, we just noticed some other people trying to run it. We canceled it. They said, we canceled it. Was it you? I said, no. So they said, yeah, we could see some people maybe like just 2 or 3 times trying to use your credit card. So we canceled it. We sent you a new one. Cool. So yeah, so there's no problem with that. And they're called travel cards too. Some people get a dedicated travel card. So you just use that card when you're traveling. So it doesn't put your other regular cards at risk. So there's another option there. And you can use it as a credit card or prepay it like a debit card, just like a bank card. Yep. Hey, Belinda Vlogs. Hey, good to hear from you. Belinda's from Brisbane, Queensland. So good on you. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, okay. I understand, Jason. Yeah, thanks for sharing. So maybe you can follow that up, or you can email them directly as well and give them a warning. Like tell them that story. Tell your wife or yourself. Just tell them that story and say, guys, fix it. Seriously, because they won't do it unless we tell them. Okay. Or you can leave a bad review online on the hotels.com website, on Google Maps, or even on their website. You can leave a review. Okay, let's keep going. Stacey saying advice: short Aussie, Canadian, and UK banks. There is a deep crap. Oh, look, we talked about that. Yeah. I understand. That's why I haven't traveled. Yep. Let's keep going. Gosh, guys, you're loading me up with comments, which is good. I'm still catching up. They have made loans that are going. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Stacey's talking about debt issues like loans and credit cards. Yep. Jason. Yep. Banks have moved their head offices out of London. Yep, absolutely. I've heard of Australian banks too. Australian banks closing offices in UK. Yep. A friend of mine, he was going to go to UK for a promotion sort of thing and travel, and they said cancelled. We're closing that office. Cancelled. So they're actually bringing stuff home back to Australia. Yeah. North Cal, all rednecks growing weed. Stacy. Yeah. Okay. It's good to know. Yep. North Cal saying, yep, that's right, but not all of us. Carl Cheleski. Hey, Carl. Hey, good to see you. I saw you on Gary V's thing. So hey, cool. Hey, thanks, Carl. And it was cool. You said hello to me on Gary V. So Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, give him a shout out. He's really cool. So Gary did a live stream too, and he's a big celebrity, right? He runs a big Vayner media company, social media, but he runs his own professional companies. And he's a beast, man. He's a good businessman. And yeah, he was just doing a live stream talking to people. And he had 2 bottles of wine, and he was drunk. He was drinking 2 bottles of wine, and he was still doing this, answering comments, and he was cool. But he was pulling tongue faces like just joking. But that was funny. He was drinking all his wine because he was trying to sell it. He has his own wine label. So he was just going, this is good wine. And he ends up getting drunk. Anyway, but that was cool. Yeah, so we had a bunch of people on. So thanks, Carl. Stacy says, FYI, San Miguel Light is popular as well in Thailand. Yeah. And same with Pilsen. San Miguel is very popular around Southeast Asia, just for those who don't know. And you drank it with a freelancer who was 45 years old. She spoke English, so I got lots of info from her. I'm not stupid. Pay a little, get a lot of info. Yep. Stacy, yeah, absolutely right. That's what I do. I'm not kidding. I'll go and I'll give a couple of coins, 100 pesos to a street beggar. They're not a real street beggar, and I ask them the tips, and they tell me. And like that, they tell me they're not really a street person. They're just there trying to make money from foreigners in the tourist area. Yeah, so I'll do things like that too. Same thing. I'll go talk to someone at a bar, buy them a drink or whatever they want. And then, yeah, you can learn all of the tips, learn all the stuff, especially what they're doing on the sly. So, yeah. 2B said, sorry, what I meant was, where do you usually find Filipinos in Australia? Oh, right. Well, I guess you got to go to like a Facebook page or a web page, different community groups and clubs. They can be that's what I mean, very animosity. Like there's 5 different clubs in the same city. Like, why don't they just work together? There's like 10 members here and 30 members here. Different animosity, thick face, different maarte, trying to show off. But yeah, I mean, depends what city are you going to be. But yeah, you can look it up for that city, like social clubs, Filipino social clubs or cultural society. So there's one, Filipino Cultural Association, FCA, Filipino Cultural Association of Australia, FCAA. Yeah, I think FCAA. So you can look them up on Facebook, but they're very disorganized. Their management keeps changing because it's volunteer based and very disorganized. Very disorganized. I'm just being honest. So to give you an idea, where's 2B? 2B, look, I'm going to share this one for you. This was done by the FCAA, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn, man, I got too many things open. No wonder. And guys, tell me about the quality too. If it keeps cutting out, tell me. That way I know if this is a technical issue too. Sometimes it cuts out. 2B, this is for you. So this is an example. This is the Australian Embassy. Right? This is the Australian. So I think that was an FCAA event, I think. But that's what I mean. Even in general, they just invite them to bring them together. Yeah, so you can take a look at that. And it's cool to look at the Filipino Embassy. It doesn't usually look like that. Usually it's just boring, an embassy. But, it's nice to see a cultural event. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, keep asking questions. So I hope that's a better answer. Carl saying Brennan was crushing the Gary V live chat a couple days ago. Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, that was fun though. That was fun, huh? Gary was cool, and his team were cool. His team were watching us. They moderate the comments. They were letting us say what we want, so they weren't censoring us, and everyone was respectful. Like we're playing nice. So yeah, it was cool, man. And I gotta watch my language. This guy was a smart ass. He knows Gary V. He was doing calls. So different clients are calling him going, hey, man, I just bought a case of wine. I just bought 10,000 cases of wine, So he's taking their calls. And one of them was like, yo, who this? He goes, it's Gary fucking Vayner. You know, like he smoked him like they're friends, they know each other. But he goes, yo, don't be a smart ass, you know. But yeah, so it was fun, you know, they're just joking around. But anyway, let's keep going. Carl says 2B, the Blacktown area of Sydney has lots of Filipinos. It does. That's a good point. Yeah, it does. Blacktown used to be known for Lebanese too, Lebanese and Middle Easterners, yeah. But Blacktown, yeah, mixed area. I mean, that's outer. I guess that's west Sydney. Anyway, I've passed through Blacktown, but I don't spend much time there, and I've been wanting to visit because it's a Filipino shop, so I think there's some shops and stuff there. Yeah. Anyway, this because I bought this at the embassy, by the way, guys. I bought this shirt at that embassy event at the Filipino embassy. I went, oh, I gotta buy a souvenir, and yeah, it's really nice. It's high quality, and I'm pretty sure it's from that shop in Blacktown, that Filipino shop in Blacktown. But they had a market store at the embassy, so that's how I got the barong. But yeah, it's genuine, man. It's genuine, awesome pineapple barong made from the pineapple leaf. Okay, let's keep going. Lawrence is saying I use American Express Great Protection. Yeah, they have a high standard. They're doing good. They have a good standard, but they've always been very difficult to work with because of that standard. Meaning they charge vendors a higher fee in Australia, at least, and not every vendor will take them for that reason. So I think they need to lighten up. I think they need to adapt a bit more. But yeah, I've used American Express a lot too, even as a corporate credit card. Employers have given me, you know, an Amex or Amex card. And yeah. But yeah, usually big stores is no problem. Big brand names, they'll take it. It's not a problem. But some smaller businesses just won't take it. I've noticed in Australia and traveling around. So MasterCard and Visa are more common. So I was actually thinking about going, MasterCard or something just because it's more common. But I also have a Visa debit card. And like I said, if I ever need, I can just get a travel card from my bank. Just a travel card for a temporary time. You can tell them how long. Usually it's 1 year. And you just use that for your travels, just like your normal bank card or credit card, yeah. And then afterwards you can cancel it or cut it up. Yeah, so let's keep going. Jason says, I don't use ATM cards in Cebu due to credit card scams. Yep. I will use World Remit to send money to myself. Okay, and better than Western Union. Yep. Okay, that's a good tip. I've heard of this World Remit. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. I've seen girls high-fiving down the Western Union, man. Seriously. That's a funny story. I saw these girls down the Western Union, talking, and they got the cash. Yeah, they're high-fiving. So I think the boyfriend sent them some money. These young girls. Anyway, so 2B, I'm too lazy to change my username. Maybe another time. Yeah. Yeah, you should. Especially if you're coming to Australia. But anyway, look, I don't mind a 2B. But yeah, look, keep in touch. Yeah, message me on Facebook too. Whatever. I'm obviously in Australia. And I'm happy to give you some more tips or chat more. Stacey saying, I bring cash only to Asia, only bring brand new USA $100 bills for best rates. Don't use your ATM. Yeah, look, I understand, Stacey. I do that too. I bring Australian cash. Sometimes you might want to bring a 50 because sometimes it's too much to bring 100. It's too much. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, but yeah, $100 bill. Yeah, it works. Yeah. Meaning if you only need to change 50, then you change 50. Especially when you're leaving, you may not want to change that much. You just need some money to get to the airport, like get a taxi or something. And some vendors may not take it. They're a bit weird. But anyway. But yeah, look, I do hundreds and 50s too. Yeah. Mainly 50s for me. Yep, but I get it. Jason's saying people are making money betting against the pound. Okay, I don't short currency or I don't trade currency, but yeah, I can see why. The problem is you need volume. So whenever you're trying to trade currency, you need serious volume, meaning if you're only making a couple of cents per dollar or per pound, that means you need enough volume to make some serious money. So yeah. So I don't base business on speculation, or I try not to. Believe it or not. So that's the problem. If you speculate on currency, then you never get any business done. You never get any work done. And I've done a lot of work for multinationals. That's why I say that. I've worked for international companies where we just had to get the work done, and the exchange rate we got was the rate we got. Anyway, so Stacey's saying only keep credit card at ATM for emergency. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean lock it up in the safe, or just keep it in your wallet in a safe place. Laurie W. Hey Laurie. Laurie, yeah, I remember you, man. Hey, Laurie. So you got back from Cebu yesterday. Big problems with the measles in Manila. Yeah, man, and water shortages. Okay, so welcome back. Laurie just came back. Hey, I hope you had a good trip. But yeah, big measles outbreak, huge, tens of thousands of people. It's spreading like crazy. Yeah, so I hope you had a decent trip. I'm guessing you got your measles shots. So I'm just going to take a quick break, guys, and just catch up. Guys, we've been going for ages, huh? We've nearly been going 2 hours. Gosh. I'm just going to start posting some news and other points too. But this is great, guys. Keep it coming. Thanks, Life in the Philippines. He's saying, have a blessed day. You too. God bless. Take care. He's in Quezon City. Oh, right. Okay, well, and I hope you went to church, I guess, Sunday. So, yeah, no, well, thank you for joining us. Yeah, and take care. And please be careful, yeah? Stay safe. And wait a minute, yeah, you're in Manila, so you got the drought, you got the water shortage. So yeah, I hope you get better. I hope it recovers. Belinda Vlogs, to answer your question, she's asking about what do I think of the new gun laws in New Zealand. I think it will make them a weaker country, and an armed society is a polite society. So I don't mean that to sound insensitive, because there was a terrorist attack. For the people who don't know, there was a very terrible massacre and shooting. But that's the problem. People use these knee-jerk reactions, especially politicians, for a feel-good law of, look at me, I'm a politician, I need to win votes. And we talked about this last time. Politicians are liars, man. They want to win votes. Right? They put on a song, they put on a dance, they act, they want to win votes. So what's she doing? She's being a good politician. She's trying to win votes. So changing the gun laws won't do a thing. I mean, we have this problem in Australia. We have some of the strictest gun laws in the world, yet we still have shootings. How's that possible? We have the strictest gun laws in the world, and we still have shootings, gang shootings, drive-bys, you name it. Armed robberies, murders with a firearm. See, it doesn't matter. Just because you change the law doesn't mean it stops. It means they're getting illegally imported or smuggled firearms, unregistered firearms, even homemade. So even some gangs have been caught with homemade submachine guns, machine pistols. Brrr. If you know what a Sten gun is, it's like a Sten gun or a pipe gun. But yeah, I'm not encouraging it. I'm saying just because you put in a law, or you're not allowed to have automatic weapons in Australia, well, gangs have them. Criminals have them. They rape, they murder, they rob, they steal. Just because you have new laws doesn't mean they're going to stop doing criminal things, bad things. I think it's silly. I really think it's silly. And if you look at the statistics, well-armed areas, I'm not joking, it doesn't mean you have to be armed, but areas that are known for being armed have low crime. They tend to have low crime. If you want to know a perfect example, look at Switzerland. Switzerland has 50% armed population. See, not 100%, 50% armed population. Very low crime in Switzerland. Swiss Alps, Swiss hot chocolate, Swiss watches. Very wealthy country. Swiss banks, that's what I was trying to say. Switzerland's a very peaceful, wealthy country, one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Why is 50% of the population armed? Because it reduces crime. That's why. So, very peaceful, nice people too. I talked to some Swiss about it. They're very shy because they thought, oh, do you think we're bad people because we're armed? No, I said, I think you're good people. I think it's a great model. Very friendly. They spoke perfect English. I met them traveling actually in Philippines. Upper Island. I met them at Upper Island. So, hey, you know what? I'll share that video too. But yeah, very nice Swiss people. And you see, maybe you think differently of Switzerland now. Swiss Alps, you got skiing and, Swiss bank accounts and all these things, Okay, Upper Island. I was near Dumageddon. Yeah, that was cool, man. That was cool. And I didn't have my waterproof camera at that time. I wish, because I saw a sea turtle. It was the first time in my life I saw a sea turtle. And yeah, it's this huge sea turtle, and I was trying to get closer to touch it, And then and it just looked at me, the sea turtle just looked at me and went, oh, tourist. And then swam away. It looked at me and just swam away. And then it sat on the seabed. I'm snorkeling and looking at it. I'm waving to it, and I sat on the seabed and it looked up at me, and it's like, oh, tourist, be adventurous, and then it just swam away, you know. But yeah, because I was excited. I hadn't seen such a big sea turtle before. But anyway, let's keep going. I got a bit carried away there. Jason's saying in the UK they brought in tough gun laws, so now people kill each other with knives instead. Yeah, exactly the same problem. We have that problem here too. We have more violent crimes with other weapons, knives, chains, bats. You know, baseball bats. You know, like stupid. Just because you put a law doesn't mean it's going to make a difference. My point is you have to enforce the law. And, you know, the issue isn't the weapon. The issue is society. Like, what's happening in society that's making these things happen? Now, the politicians don't want to address that. That's a tougher question and more expensive. So, yeah, it's about responsibility, you know, personal responsibility. So, and that's where Dr. Jordan Peterson, where he's been very popular with his teachings. So if you don't know who he is, look him up, Dr. Jordan Peterson. I'll write it down. You know what? Yeah, look, because I'm doing the value add, I'm sharing all this info with you guys. I might as well share it. Especially for men, but women can watch it too. I absolutely encourage it, but it's very appealing to men. I'm just finding the link for you guys. Here we go. So let's keep going. So that's for Belinda and Jason especially too, because you brought up some controversial issues. Stacey saying, due to my age, I've learned about people also being in the financial insurance business, retired now. Oh, I see. Yep, good on you. So you're Stacey's secret agent. You're a dark horse. There's many things we do not know about this secret Stacey. Gosh, I'm doing it again, guys. I'm looking at different screens. I gotta focus. If someone wants to, Jason's saying, if someone wants to kill, they will find a way regardless. Exactly. 3D printing can make your own guns. That's not true. 3D printing can, but it's not reliable. They break. It's not safe and they break. So professional manufacturers use it with a license, like just say in America, right? But yeah, it's not true. That's just, again, political rhetoric. It's just the media being idiots. So guys have tested it. Meaning they've made gun parts with 3D printing and they break or they blow up. It's not safe. He just did it to prove he could do it. He didn't do it as a viable solution. He just did. You know, the reality is, if you know what a Sten gun is, Jason, you know, because the UK, the British, like invented it. The Sten gun, submachine gun, it's just a pipe gun. A pipe with a bolt and a spring and a barrel. They call it like a plumber's miscarriage. You know, they made that for World War II as a last-ditch weapon because England was in risk of being invaded. They were pushed out of France. So I think, what was that? What was that? Dunkirk? Or, you know, they were pushed out of France by the Blitzkrieg. The British fled across the channel and they were worried they were going to be invaded. So they quickly made all these pipe guns, Sten guns. And the original Stens were very high quality. They were a well-made machine pistol or submachine gun. But as the war went on, they were literally just like a last-ditch. Use it to defend yourself if you have to. And if you can find a better gun, throw it away. They were actually told that. British soldiers were told, if you could find a better gun later during a war, like pick up a rifle, throw it away and pick up an enemy rifle or someone else's rifle. So yeah, that was ghetto, man, ghetto economy times. But my point is, you can do it. You know, it's just metal parts. You know? Dennis Rocks, hey man, thank you. Yeah, Barong, I'm wearing the dress shirt. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Dennis. Where are you from, man? Have you been around before? I can't remember. Nor Calzone, was the Brong more expensive in Australia versus Philippines? It was about the same price. That's why I bought it. My Filipino friends were saying it's actually about the same price. So I wouldn't mind paying, you know, a little bit of tax, a little import fee, help the vendor out. But I paid, I think, $70 or $80. $70 or $80 Australian. You know, they did me a good deal. And that's what I sold them for in Philippines. So I wasn't going to haggle too much, you know, in Australia and also in Philippines. You know, sometimes it's not worth haggling over $1. So, but yeah, the reason why I didn't get one in Philippines, I just ran out of time. You know, I was rushing, jumping on a plane, you know, buses. Yeah, I wanted to spend more time, you know, shopping and stuff, and I wasn't happy with the quality. I saw some poor quality ones or just cheaper ones, which were fine, but this is the actual real pineapple leaf. fabric, pineapple leaf silk or pineapple silk. Yeah. So that's why I'm so happy. I got a genuine high class barong, you know. Duterte. So anyway, um, yeah, let's keep going. Just curious, what is Stacy saying? Just curious, what is your ethnic mix? I believe you're 50-50. No, I'm Chinese. I'm Chinese. Full. I'm meant to be full. So my parents are also full Chinese, but they grew up in Malaysia and then migrated here to Australia, and I was born here. That's why I have the accent. So yeah, I'm full Chinese, just in case you can't understand my accent, asshole. No, I'm just joking, Stacey. But yeah, look, hey, look, it's a good question because other people are probably asking. But in Philippines, they say chinito with the barong. Ano? Bakit he is wearing the barong? Why? Look, I'll send him a link to the video talking about ethnic background. Yeah, look, hey, yeah. Um, uh, yeah, good call. So, I'll put the about me video. Yeah, and that's a good video. I mean, you know, just it's a 10-minute video, I think, so it's short, so it's not too long. Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, you know, some people are catching up, and some people are new, so that's cool. And I appreciate everyone watching. We got 19 people watching. Thanks, guys. If you haven't said hello, go ahead. Hey, Spring Chicken, you are rocking the barong. Yeah, man, Spring Chicken. Good to hear from you, Spring Chicken. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I don't know if you're male or female, but they've been following for a while, so cool. I encourage you guys to like use your real first name if you can, but I understand you guys are having fun with your crazy channel names. To be saying barong is hella expensive in Philippines. The ones being sold by Cultura are high quality but too costly. My dad only has one barong for years. Yeah, well, if that's all you need. And like I said, I should have got it ready for you guys, but I've got the short sleeve one. You can see it in my videos. It's a short sleeve one. I've worn it in Cebu. I've worn it in Manila. Yeah, you guys can see it. You can see it in my videos, but yeah. So let's keep going. Cultura. So Cultura is at the shop, I'm guessing. 2B, you got to tell me more about yourself. I guess you're moving to Australia from America, and what's Cultura? You know, whatever. And we'll work it out. But yeah, let's chat more. Carl Chaleski. I started my YouTube channel in the last week. 2 videos up so far. Hey, congrats, man! Awesome, cool, man. Where are you in America? And Stacy, short the subprime auto markets, their default rates. Look, whatever. They gave loans to deadbeats and will go bankrupt. Yeah, so we call them zombie companies. So you're talking about the zombie companies and zombie loans, meaning they're not real companies. Some of them are like fronts or scams, or they're just crap failing companies. So yeah, during an economic downturn or crash, they usually get wiped out. Yeah, and they're the high risk ones. No, but I won't be shorting them. No, I don't think so. They're zombies. They're going to die off. Okay. Right. Hey, good on you, Carl. Good on you. So, look, just try to keep it real. I know it's a very cliche line. Just try to be true to yourself and try to be honest. You know, you can find smooth ways to say things. But yeah, because, you know, you're recording yourself. We were talking about this earlier. You're recording yourself. So these things expose us. You know, the internet exposed us. So yeah, just try to be responsible. I mean, look, I do crazy things, Carl, if you watch my channel. I do crazy things too, but you know, I mean, I have to own it. I have to own what I've done too. So, yeah, I get that. And also, I've been maturing, you know, growing up over the years. So let's keep going. So, yeah, good luck to you, Carl, and your channel. Stacy saying, yeah, whatever, Craig, what are you wearing, dude? Oh, this is a barong, Craig. This is a Filipino dress shirt made of pineapple leaf. So they call it like pineapple silk. And yeah, it's this lightweight. It's like a mesh. It feels really cool. And it's really hot and humid in Australia, so I wanted to wear this barong. This is the Filipino dress shirt. Yeah, it's a dress shirt. It's like wearing a suit and tie because it's so hot. You can't really wear a suit, so you just wear a nice shirt. Yeah, it's a formal shirt, but I like it. I'd wear it anyway. I just wear it for fun. NorCal is saying few places we checked in Makati had very expensive barongs. We had like 10 custom made home service for a wedding, and it was decent pricing. Okay, yeah. If you feel comfortable, tell us. So I paid about, like I said, $70 or $80 Australian. Let me work that out. Let's say it was about, yeah, I think it was about 75. Let's just say 75 in the middle, times by 0.7. So that's about $53 US. I paid about $53 US, and that was a good price. And again, this is the pineapple one. This is actually the high quality one. You know, good pattern, very nice pattern. It's got pearl buttons. You know, so a bit nicer, a bit fancier. I saw some cheaper cotton ones, and it's not that I'm minded, but the cotton fabric, you know, it absorbs your sweat. It just gets really sweaty. So that's what's nice about this mesh silky fabric. It's like a mesh. It just floats on top. It's not sticky. So I just, with the cotton ones, they're nice and they're more affordable, but you just get covered in sweat. Yeah, but they're nice too. I have a cotton one. Let's keep going. Yep. Craig saying what? Okay. What? Sorry, Craig K. I'm not sure what you meant. But yeah, good to hear from you. Stacey saying, yeah, gun law's really tough. How did this low life get a gun? Yeah. Blindo, true. It's all political gain. Yep. So I'd like to look, guys. I'm happy to talk about it, but I'd also like to move on from it. I think it's just too politicized. It's what's so sad, because there are real issues we should be talking about, and it's just so over politicized. We'll never get to the issues, and we'll never get to the answers. Or I shouldn't say never. It's very difficult. It's very hard and frustrating. So, hopefully, we can encourage freedom of speech more and talk about it more, like whatever the issue is, whether it's healthcare or whether it's the gun debate or whatever. But yeah. So let's keep going. But yeah, look, my thoughts and prayers and to the victims of the attack, the terrorist attack. But what I find interesting, someone put it up. You know, I'm just saying on the internet. Someone put up, in that month alone, there were hundreds of terrorist attacks around the world from different radical groups. So we're so upset, and of course it's New Zealand. Our love to our friends in New Zealand. That's a better way to say it. I love New Zealand. I have friends from there. Respect to New Zealand, yeah. But so many hundreds of people have died already in that month, around the world. No one cared. So many thousands died in the past year from terrorist attacks. No one cared. There was suicide bombings in Iraq and Syria, shootings, executions, rapes of women and execution for being women. Literally, Afghanistan as well, just for being women. They kidnapped them and say, hey, boom, they raped them, killed them just for being a woman. No one cared. So suddenly we care now. That's what I mean. This is the discussion. See, I'm getting carried away. So I don't think it's okay to rape and murder someone just for being an innocent civilian. So I think that's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely insane. But no one cared. It's been happening for a long time too. It's been going on for years. So all you have to do is look it up. Look up terrorist attacks around the world. There's a website of different. They're just collating all the different terrorist attacks around the world. Thousands of people have been dying every year. So if we're going to care so much about New Zealand, which we should, well, why don't we care about all the other victims and other attacks too? Anyway, see, I'll get off my soapbox. I know I'll stop. But see, it's a very touchy thing. It's a very touchy subject. Excuse me. Stacey saying, okay, follow the yellow brick road to the person behind this jerk. As for murder, London has a higher murder rate than New York City, and then the use of knives. Yeah, exactly. Guys, see, I'm catching up in comments. Yeah, look, let's keep going. Crooks don't buy guns legally. They steal what? Be real. They buy ones from gangsters. Yep. Yeah, or they steal them. They'll actually steal them. There was even a famous case. Police station was broken into, and the criminals took the guns from the police station. Go figure, an Australian police station. Oh my god, you know. So anyway, also the Australian military. Some guys stole them from the Australian military, or a military officer stole some. They found most of them, but not all of them. He stole them and was selling them on the black market on the street. You know, it was obviously a crook. Anyway, Stacey's saying they make their own guns with scrap metal. Yes, they do, but they also those workshops even sell them to legitimate gun factories, or the gun factories actually hire them, those workshops and gunsmiths, and they hire them to finish working them because they have the labor, the cheap labor, so they finish them like polishing and sanding, lapping and fitting the parts, which is a thing. That's actually a luxury. So only that's where the labor cost goes, the hand fitting of the parts. Yeah, it applies to a lot of things too, even any other product. You know, someone has to spend the time to put the thing together and make sure it's done properly. Quality control. So anyway, let's keep going. North Cal saying Apo Island's supposed to be a great chance to see turtles. Yeah, it is. It is, man. That was cool. That was the first time I seen a sea turtle. As soon as I got in the water with the snorkel, you know, I'm not a diver, just snorkeling around. Oh, sea turtle, and it came up, like I said, and then went away. Yep, let's keep going. Apo, Oslab, and Dumaguete in December. Yep, good choices. And, you know, you can use Dumaguete City as a base to visit those other places. So what else you got? Yeah, there's a couple other islands around too. So, yeah, you can investigate. So if you're interested, I can share North Cal. And I covered that mainly in season 2, Philippines season 2. I was hanging around Dumaguete and the Negros area. And I still didn't cover all of it. There was still more. I just ran out of time. And misadventures, you know, again, dodgy tour or a scam, and it didn't work out. It's not uncommon, or it is a common thing in Philippines. Guys, it's not that I'm hating. It's just practical feedback. It's just practical tips. Like, you got to be careful. Even very experienced travelers I know who have been all around the world, South America, Europe, you know, Asia, everywhere, America, the Americas, they say the same thing, man. It's very difficult in Philippines, you know. So it's not a bad country. It's just you got to be extra careful. Yeah? Scams are common. The other one I heard was Colombia. Another American friend, he's been to Colombia. He said there can be a lot of scams and tricks there, but apparently Colombia has also cleaned up. But it's the same thing. They want that tourist money. They know you're a tourist. They'll target you. It's not everyone. It's just the bad apples, the particular scammers and opportunists. Let's keep going. Metallica. Hey, Metallica. Hey, B, I'm heading to Palawan next month for 2 weeks. Do you think that is too long? Love your videos. By the way, can't wait to see the next season. Yeah, thanks, Metallica. No, not at all. So that way you can pace yourself and take your time. And I guess go see all the Palawans. So I flew into Coron up top. You know, enjoyed some island hopping and touristy stuff there. We went to El Nido. We got the boat to El Nido. And then from El Nido, we got a van to Puerto Princesa. So, yeah, you could certainly do the exploring. And, yeah, good choices. 2 weeks is plenty of time. 1 week would be enough. I'm not telling you to change your plans. I'm saying that's great because that way you can relax and pace yourself and do all the different tours and see everything. Yeah, so that's plenty of time. And if you're getting bored or you got time left over or you're worried about that, yeah, maybe 1 week in Palawan and maybe 1 week somewhere else or a few days. Doesn't have to be a week. So, like I said, you might spend, say, 3 or 4 days in Coron and then 3 or 4 days in El Nido. I would skip El Nido. I didn't like it, but I'm sure you probably heard things like you want to go there. So, yeah, 3 or 4 days Coron, 3 or 4 days El Nido, and then 3 or 4 days in Puerto Princesa, you see? So that's already 12 days, you know, if you do it 4 days. So, yeah, good choices. And then you got 2 days spare to travel, like to go to Manila or Cebu to fly back home or whatever you're doing. So, yeah, that's a good choice, Metallica. And if you want more info, tell me. So NorCal zone, besides Corona and El Nido, where would be the top 3 places to visit in Philippines? Yeah, so for me, it's very subjective. So for me, yeah, so I said Coron, not El Nido, Coron. That's number 1. Beautiful tourist place for island hopping and very, you know, it's set up, it's nice. What I mean is the electricity, water, and internet worked. It wasn't perfect, but they all worked. In El Nido, it didn't work. The electricity, water, phone signal, internet. All right, so can we just get past that and I'll get this out. So for me, number 1 is Coron. I guess number two would also be Puerto Princesa city. So because it's a city and you can still do again island hopping tours. I liked it. That's just me. I liked it. Um, Another one, Sagada Mountain Province. So we talked about it earlier for the caving. And yeah, beautiful caving and hiking. Angela City, because there's a shooting range there I like, and I did ATVs and quad bikes at Sandbox Fun Park. And I know it's not for everyone, but I'm a shooter, so I enjoy the range there because they've got a good variety of rifles, shotguns, sub guns, submachine guns, handguns. So they got it all. For me, that's like wet dream. It was nice. um, and I guess one more. What was the other one? I liked Dumaguete because that was a good base to visit other surrounding places like Oslob, to see the whale sharks, like what we're saying, Upper Island, things like that. So, yeah. So that would be my top list. You know what? And it was a good question. I'll share it now just in case people even want to ask or care. So I already shared a link to Sagada. I'll share a recent link to Quran. So forgive me, guys. It's just, especially if anyone's tuning in, that way they can just get the info straight away. Righty. And don't get me wrong, guys. This is awesome. Great questions. Great engagement. And I don't know why some spastics, they keep complaining like it's hard to get to Quran. It's like, are you mental? You can fly there. You can get a fast ferry, a fast boat, or slow boat. Don't ever take the slow boat. You'll die. They can crash and sink because they overload them, and they're so slow. Like 8 hours, 10 hours, you waste your whole life. So get a fast ferry. The 2-3 hour fast boat whenever possible. Worth it. It only costs you a few extra dollars. Or just fly there. They have an airport. Awesome. Like if Sierra Gower had an airport, I would just fly there. I know it sounds funny because it's a smaller island, but you get what I'm saying. If there's an airport, you can fly there. You can easy access. So that's part of. They're actually trying to address that in the Philippines. They're trying to reopen more old airports, or refurbish or even put in new ones because they've been neglected for the past 20 years. To give you an idea, Subic Bay used to have one of the best airports in Philippines. I'm just saying, it was like the 80s. When the Americans left, Subic Bay had one of the best in the business. What happened? They didn't pay the insurance, so they didn't want to maintain it, to just shut down. They didn't want to take care of the radar system. Just shut down, really sad. And it's also a port. They also had Subic Port, so they had import, export, cruise ships, you name it, So they're trying to revive that now in Subic to bring back shipping, business, FedEx, whatever, DHL shipping, ships, airplanes, they want to bring back some of that good business. And absolutely they should. So let's keep going. What did I mention? I mentioned Puerto Princesa. Yep. Now they're very old videos, but I did cover Puerto Princesa, Dos Palmas. Yeah, that was the island, Dos. So this is actually from Honda Bay. It's just to give you guys an idea. Just to give you an idea. Honda Bay is Puerto Princesa. So there's Honda Bay tours. Gosh, what a mouthful. Puerto Princesa. So yeah, you can see me in that video, and you'll see I'm a bit excited. But yeah, that was nice. Just give you guys some teasers, some taste, so you know what I like. So yeah, that would be my top 5. And it's a good question. So let's keep going. But yeah, obviously I'm looking for new places, new locations, and to explore more. Europe is a complete disaster now. You want peace to go to Eastern Europe, safer and democratic, not socialist. What? You want peace, go to Eastern Europe. I'm not sure about that. Eastern Europe is what, more ex-com bloc, I guess. But yeah, okay, I'm open to it. I did want to check out Eastern Europe for myself because, it's known for being very affordable, but, still nice. And you can jump on a train and just go around everywhere. So yeah. And I have a friend. Her mother is Bulgarian, I think. Yeah. So she's yeah, she went there. She went to Ukraine and Bulgaria, and she liked it. You know, she visited her family, and or she went with her family. Yeah, she liked it. She had a good time. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep going. 2B says Dr. Jordan Peterson is great. Are you more liberal or conservative in your political ideology? Yeah, like we don't really say that because it's a bit ironic because of our political parties in Australia. I don't care for it. I really don't. I really dislike politicians because their job is to lie. You know, it's very fake. But yeah, to answer your question, so I guess I clean my guns with the tears of liberals. It's a joke. It's a joke. I made that joke on another one. I was like, yo, clean your guns with the tears of liberals. You know, like it's plastic. Come on, it's a training towards plastic. But and of course that's a ridiculous thing to say because your tears are salt. So if you put salt on your gun, it will rust. So it's a joke. It's not serious. You don't clean your gun with tears. You clean it with oil, mineral oil specifically. But so yeah, to answer your question, it's not that I'm conservative leaning. I'm being serious because one, I'm not American. So it's not that I support American political parties. I'm Australian. I'm in Australia. But I would say they're not true form. From what I've seen and heard of both parties in America, they're not true form. They're not honoring the proper values that they should be. And Dr. Jordan Peterson, you know, massive respect. Go look it up. He did a speech. I don't care for the politics. He wrote a speech for the Democrats, USA Democrats. He wrote a speech and read it on his YouTube channel to prove he's apolitical. He doesn't care which side you're on. And if he was a Democrat, he would write a beautiful speech like this for them. And they're so stupid they didn't use it. They didn't realize he was helping them. That's how stupid they are, you see? So it shows he's apolitical, meaning he doesn't choose a side. He's so nice. He wrote a speech for the Democrats, like a very nice speech of values about what values we're supposed to have to build up a country and to help each other, you know, good values and virtues. And the idiots attacked him. So it shows how incompetent they are. They're not real Democrats. They're not really trying to help their own country. They're just grabbing what they can, getting the power, getting the money, and it's just a dirty game of politics, right? They're just playing for power. It ain't got nothing to do with helping you or me. And yeah, it's very sad. So yeah, so 2B, I don't know, maybe you could be more specific, but maybe I already answered, or but I guess you're going to judge me with your judgmental comments. But oh, look, I'm just going to say it. I think Trump's doing a great job. Look at me, I'm a businessman, 2B. These are all business and law books. I'm a businessman. I got a massive education. I got a master's degree. So what that means is I'm looking at the business. I'm looking at the results, like what's actually happening. You look at the results, he's doing a pretty good job. The problem is his mouth gets him in the trouble. He says crazy things sometimes. So what? He's a good businessman and he's doing his job. He's helping the economy or improving the economy. A lot of people don't understand that. And to give you an example, if you took the tax cuts, which you, of course you did, everyone in America got a tax cut. Shut up. You got the tax cut. You took money. And I don't know anyone who gave them money back saying, sorry, Mr. Trump, or sorry, President Trump, I got a tax cut. I want to give that back to the IRS. Don't think so. I don't think any American gave their tax money back. You know, the tax cut, their tax refund. So if you took money, you benefited from that. So don't tell me, you know, you're talking trash. He sent money your way. He helped you. So if you don't like it, send that money back and put it in writing. Make it legal. I'm sure the IRS will want that back. The ATO, we call it ATO in Australia, because see, I got a business background. Australian Tax Office, they're hungry, man. They'll take that money back. They'll try to tax you for crap you shouldn't be paying. And if you don't want it, they'll laugh at you. They'll take that money back. I'm not kidding. I actually had to deal with a legal case. Well, I told the guy, if you're that stupid, if you don't want the tax cut, we had sort of similar tax cuts in Australia, not very big, but I was like, bro, if you got a tax cut, shut up and keep it. It's legit. You got the letter. It's legitimate. You got the tax cut. They're giving you a tax refund. Shut up. Be happy. He's complaining. Okay, brother. We're talking about Australia. ATO, Australian Tax Office in Australia. I said, brother, you if you want to be an idiot, write them. Call them. Write them. Send the money back. If you're that stupid, they'll take the money back, you know, because meaning the federal government's out of money, the Australian government, you know, so they want that money back, and they're, oh yeah, we'll take it, you know. They'll probably laugh at you and put it in their own pocket. So you see what I'm getting at? Oh, no, I'll get off my soapbox on it. If you took the money, shut up, right? There's nothing dodgy. If you took the tax cut, you took the money, shut up, right? You know, that's money that went back into your pocket. You know, so don't complain. And if you're really gonna complain, if you're really unhappy, give the money back. All right, send it straight back because the economy can use it. You know, US or Australia. You know, I'll calm down. I'll get off my soapbox. So let's continue. But yeah, good look. Hey, great question, 2B. I wasn't trying to avoid it. See, I'm trying to answer it. Got carried away. Anyway, NorCal zone 2 weeks. It's not too much if you're visiting multiple areas. Coron, El Nido. No, 2 weeks is enough, man. 2 weeks is enough because there's only so much you can do, and it also depends on what you want to do. Like me, you see my adventure videos. I'm out island hopping and beaches, and I'm constantly getting out and making videos, doing stuff. You know, we don't know. Maybe certain people just want to sit at a restaurant and chill and watch life, or sit on a beach with a coconut, or have drinks or whatever. Yeah, so no, 2 weeks you can do it, absolutely. But yeah, definitely plan it out, and then when you arrive in country, be flexible because it may not go to plan. But yeah, 4 days in each one would do. Because we had 12 days, so 4 days in each one would do, and then you got 2 days spare. Anyway, let's keep going. You know, you're all sharing good information, so let's keep going. Spent 8 days in Quran and still will be going back later this year. Oh wow, yeah, well that's a long time to spend in Quran, but hey, cool, man. Yeah, if it worked out, yeah. Stacy, Quran's very family friendly for those who don't know. Quran Palawan is very family friendly. So the only thing you can really do is the island hopping and the tours. So it's not like bad. It's just they've set it up that way so it's safer too. So there's not really bars and nightlife. There's I think one bar out of town, and it's known for fights. It's very rough, and they actually want to shut it down because of that. It's drunks and trouble, drugs. And so you can see it's set up for families. You go there, you do your day activities, and then you have a nice restaurant meal at night, or you might have a few drinks at the restaurant, but that's it. It's not crazy. No disco or nightclub. So yeah, but anyway, it is very beautiful, especially in day activities. So let's keep going. Stacey's saying there are 7 parts in a 9/11/45 been around for almost 100 years. Okay, no, I think there's more than 7 parts, but maybe 7 major parts. You look at the springs. You got trigger spring, you got a recoil spring, hammer spring, firing spring, main spring. Anyway, no, but yeah, I like the 1911 too. I was quite impressed. Yeah, we've talked about that before. We're talking about handguns, 1911, So anyway, put that away. But yeah, I will look. Go watch my videos. Look, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna share it because some guys might be interested, and then they're like, "What the hell is he talking about? What's he talking about?" I'll share a good one. Yeah, I'll share the Manila gun stores. It's just to give people an idea. You don't have to like it. It's just to give people an idea, so that way you're not scared. You know what it is, and if you need to understand, Philippines has a gun culture, so you will see guns everywhere. So you'll see security guards, you'll see police officers, you'll see military, you see them all. So you got to get used to it. And if you don't like it, don't go there. Seriously, if you don't like guns, don't go there. It's not a bad country. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just part of the security situation. And places with guns to locals is more favorable because they know it's safer. There's a security guard, whether he's got a shotgun or an AR-15 or an M4 or M16, whether it's a cop patrolling the place, it means it's safer. It's for you as a tourist. There's less chance of you getting robbed or kidnapped, And if there's an issue or a dispute, there's more chance they can come up and go, oh, what's going on? Stop, Don't get me wrong. I've had cops watch while I've been harassed or assaulted. Like guys were pulling at me, trying to get things out of my bag. Obviously a lazy cop or bad cop, but that was before Duterte. Now Duterte, they actually have to do the job. But anyway, let's keep going. Get off my soapbox. Stacey's saying, no insult intended, brother. I thought you were a Phil Am. No, it's cool, Stace. I get it. No, a lot of people think that. Yeah, it's cool. It's not a problem. I got to catch up now. And guys, we're going a little bit over time. I don't mind. We're going to go a little bit over time. So I'm going to start finishing up. Yeah. I'm going to start finishing up. But great questions and great engagement. Thank you, everyone who's watching. Carl's saying, I'm Aussie, but I live in the USA. Oh, in Texas. Hey, good on you, Carl. Hey, good on you, man. That's very interesting. Because, you know, we're both from Australia. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, I'll have to check you out, man. Good on you. And look, feel free to message me on my Facebook page just to say hello. I'd love to hear from you and your story. Awesome. Tell me what Texas is like. You know, I'd like to see it one day. I'm not kidding. Okay, let's keep going. To be, no, I'm from Philippines, moving to Australia next year. Right. Okay. Well, to be, you can message me too, but you know, hope it works out, and I'd be happy to help. And you know, I like Filipinos, so good for you. Good for me. Craig K saying, Carl, check out Alex Jones Country. Okay, whatever that is. Alex Jones Country. Okay, that's a thing. Oh, he's a legend, right? Okay, they're just chatting. All right, he's a legend. He was the most influential person ever in the history of American politics. He used YouTube as a political weapon to reach millions in 2016 US election. Oh, a supporter of Trump. Okay, yep. Yeah, well, that's in general. The internet changed the world. The internet took out the middleman, and you're supposed to be thinking about that. Not to digress too much, I have business insurance, car insurance, health insurance. All, you know, I just looked on the internet and found their best insurance deals. It wasn't just the money, it was the coverage. Always check the coverage when it comes to insurance. Will you even be covered? So don't just go for the cheapest policy. You may not even get the coverage you want or need in an emergency. So anyway, Google it, internet it, got rid of my crap vendors, got good vendors. I'm very happy with them. They're good brand names, but also proper coverage, and they're good companies. They actually answer the phone. That's another factor. Some insurance companies are like a front. They never answer the phone. So even though you're paying the money, they'll never actually answer. They'll never actually insure you. They'll never help you. So the reason why I say this, just by the power of the internet, Google searched, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yep, I found the vendors. I already had worked with them before, used them before, some of them. And the other ones, I did a background check. I was happy with it. Like, yep, Australian company, business insurance or car insurance, whatever. Got it done, man. 30 minutes, got it done. And I saved money. I saved money on my insurance and cut out the middleman, because I was dealing with these middleman brokers and they're just trying to get the commission, you know? So I'm just saying, practical example, yeah. Cut out the middleman. That's what the internet's for. And you can save a lot of money that way. Now, that's the future of business. It's happening now. Not just the future. It's now. It's happened. Why do you think people order pizzas and to their house? They use the internet. Why do you think people watch Netflix? You know, because I have the power of the internet. Anyway, let's keep going. See, I got carried away on that one. Jeez, Louise. To be YouTube, Google, and Twitter, both owned by left-wing companies, have banned Alex Jones. Google CEO gave Hillary $500K US dollars for her election campaign. Yeah, Hillary Clinton breached security protocols. So I believe she was a senator at the time during the election, and she had top secret emails transferred to her private server. Her private server, so not Google, not Outlook, not Yahoo. She had stolen private emails and hid them on her private server at home, her own private computer. So it proves, yeah, not cool. She was stealing top secret information and selling it. Pay for play. She was making money from it. That's not cool. That's not cool, man. So I don't care for the politics, but if you and I did that, we would be in Guantanamo Bay. If you and I stole a top secret email from the US government, they'd lock us up in Guantanamo Bay and we would die there. Right? So it's not cool, man. Double standard. You know, she gets away with it. Yeah, she's a big connected politician. That's not cool. Hold on. What am I doing? I'm just scrolling through now, guys. All right. I'm just scrolling through. I'm just catching up, guys. Sorry, I've missed a lot. I'm going on my freaking tirades. Yep. Okay, they're talking about other stuff, elections and stuff. Yep. Yep. Big tech companies are paid by liberals mostly. Yep. 2B. Yep. And Craig K. Yep. Yep. Good discussion, guys. I like it. Yeah. I'm just catching up. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they're saying, yeah, there's a lot of left-leaning companies controlling the internet or trying to, yep, or influencing it. And it's something we need to be very careful of. That's why freedom of speech is so important and why the internet is so powerful and important. It's not just a hokey thing. If we lose freedom of speech, we lose everything, right? It means you become a clone or you become a zombie or, yeah, and that's the way it's been going. And thankfully, we're starting to wake up. Influential people are waking us up and we're like, no, we need to take responsibility for our lives, and we also need to start speaking up. So yeah, enough of this political correctness, PC. It's political correctness just means a politician's ability to lie. It's nothing correct. It's just about lying. So we don't need to lie. Let's just try and be honest with each other, and try to be a little more respectful, even if it upsets each other sometimes. That's the point. We're meant to have the chat. Anyway, distractions. Carl, Brendan, when is your next overseas adventure coming? Yeah, maybe end of year, Carl. You're chiming in late. Maybe Christmas time. And yeah, I'm open-minded too. I mean, I would love to see Japan. I have a friend in Japan, and I have had some friends there. Especially there were some Australians I knew. They went there to teach English. They had a great time. And some went just for vacation. Again, they had a great time. So yeah, I'd love to see Japan, and we talked about earlier with some other viewers, maybe Thailand or Cambodia, just as ideas, just shooting ideas. And of course, you got Philippines, and you got US of A too. So yeah, just chew on the fat. But these are all places I'd love to go. So one day I might go there, for a vacation or something, or visit a friend. But yeah, maybe Japan. Maybe some surprises there. I can honor the Bushido code, if you know what that is, and go check out some samurai sites, some samurai shrines. Yeah. Anyway, I'm serious because I studied the ancient history. I like it. Let's continue. The last 3 homes, what? 1 million US plus, were bought by Chinese under 50, all cash, all good. Yeah, look, that's the thing, Stacey. Also, drug cartels do it too. Like, just high wealth individuals do these random things, but it's not for the right reasons. They're doing it to launder money, or they're doing it to hide themselves. Even like drug cartel families, they want to hide their family in a safer area. It happens in Australia too. So don't worry, that's going to come crashing down. Property prices are going to come crashing down. It's not sustainable. Yeah, let's just keep going. I mean, there's a segue. Look at the Japanese economy. They're in an economic coma. I'm not razzing on Japan. I'm saying they didn't adjust their property prices and it ruined their economy. It devalued their currency. So, and they're in an economic coma now. So had they deleveraged, had they brought down property prices, they would have been okay. But and they've got other population issues now too. So that it's just gone from bad to worse. So internally, Japan is a very nice country, and internally they live very well. But externally, that's why the Japanese yen fell. And they had such a big economic crash because so many properties and things and businesses were overinflated. Yeah. So anyway, let's keep going. So I'm getting carried away with the economics now. Let's keep going, guys. Because we're getting short on time. I don't want this to go on too much longer. It's been absolutely great. So we're going to start finishing up. But this has been great, guys. I love the engagement. Great questions, great chat. Why am I wearing a barong? Because it's very hot and humid in Australia right now, so I thought great temperature to wear the barong. And I like it. I like it, Ibaski. Don't judge me. It's Abby. Sorry, it's Abby. I like it. Don't judge me. I like it. I'm serious. I do. It's a nice dress shirt. I spend money on it. I bought it at the Philippine embassy. I want to wear it, And bring it back. Bring back the barong. We should wear it more. It's nice. Yeah, it's very hot, so it's a nice lightweight material. Yeah, and fancy. Look at all this embroidery. Look at these buttons. Look at these pearl buttons. Okay, let's keep going. So Craig saying I went to island hopping from Honda Bay. Yep, was okay. Port-au-Prince, the city itself is a dump. Yeah, it's a bit run down. Yeah, I know what you're saying. They are. If you look at my new videos from season 3 or newer, you can tell they're doing a lot of development. They're building a new mall. There's a new Chinatown district, or Chinatown Business Center, meaning it's a new shopping mall. But yeah, it is run down. I'm not gonna lie, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the island hopping and tours. That's just me. That's for me. It was new. It was a new place, new experience. Um, but yeah, if you watch that Dos Palmas video, you'll see I got on the naval ship with the Navy guys. That was cool. Anyway, let's keep going. So again, I know it's very subjective. It just depends on what you like. I went island hopping on the bay. Yep. What season of Sagada? What season was Sagada? Might think about that one. Thanks. That was season 1, brother. That was my very first trip. I was green, man. I was green around the gills. Yeah, that was season 1. I posted the link earlier. NorCal, but yeah, you can look at season 1. Yeah, cutting my teeth, and that was like just. You can tell I was just like so overwhelmed by everything. Because that was my very first trip, and I was like, "You are kidding me!" Like, it's just some things that are just freaking me out. But that's also why I went back. It was such an amazing adventure. I wanted to explore and adventure more. So I'd been stuck a lot just in office jobs. I'd never really taken proper vacations before. So to answer the most common question, how do I travel so much? I saved. I saved for years. I literally never took vacations properly. I was always the guy working at Christmas time. And I had to figure that out. I was younger, building up my working career life, my work. Those assholes were taking vacations, and I was covering them at Christmas time. So all those jerks, including my managers, they're getting their bonuses, they're getting vacation time, and I'm stuck working. So I said, I had to change my life. So yeah, so I saved up a bunch of money and started taking proper trips and proper vacations. But don't get me wrong, I worked hard for it. I mean, I earned that. Guys were partying and, having flamboyant lifestyles, and I was just working hard and saving. And yeah. So it paid off. And I'm a bit crazy. Like, I would work and study. I'd work in the day, study at night. I was doing a bit too much. So very focused on my working career. That went okay, and it paid off. So now I get to enjoy life a little earlier, I guess. That's it. It's not a big secret. But you know what? I might as well share that because that's a common question. This is the thing. Like, people ask me, how do you travel so much? How do you do it? I'll tell you. I'll give you the video. I made a whole video about it. And besides all the I share as much as I can in travel tips and whatever. This is how I did it. All right, so here's the link, guys. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a great educational video. For young and old, for audiences around the world. Okay, let's keep going. I'm getting distracted, and I want to finish up, guys. As you can tell, I've still got plenty of energy, but I want to try and keep them around 1 or 2 hours now. But this is great. I love that all of you join in. Let's keep going. Europe socialist. Europe has a rise in right-wing governments. Okay, interesting. UK, funny enough, is turning more socialist. Yep, I've noticed that, Jason. It's really sad. It's just like the most ridiculous laws. Like, women are not allowed to do modeling now. There's a law that women are not allowed to do, like, bikini photo shoots and whatever. It's just so stupid. It's not me being shallow. A woman has a right to choose. If she wants to be a model, not every woman will be a fashion model. Let her choose. But they're so stupid. They made a law. Women are not allowed to be fashion models now. It's like, or promotional models. So I think they call them. There's a name for them, like the Grand Prix girls. They're holding the signs at the motor racing or at the boxing match. There's girls holding the ring girls. They're allowed to choose if they want to be models, promotional models, and stand there holding the signs for the sports event. I think they should be allowed to choose. It's absolutely stupid. So, that's impacted women's modeling careers. I'm not kidding. So now they're not allowed to do fashion shoots and modeling shoots. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. It's just out of control. Anyway, but, can you see how far it goes? So that means we're not allowed to photograph people. So what about men? Does that mean we're not allowed to photograph male models as well? Or how do you make a Hollywood movie? I'm serious. James Bond, professional Hollywood movie. What, we're not allowed to film Hollywood movies in London now or UK? That's going to impact your entertainment industry. Like professional movies. I'm not talking about anything dirty. Oh, we're not allowed to film women now? Oh, my God, man. Many famous movies have been filmed in England. That's my whole point. And the UK. So it's going to impact your movie industry too. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, let's stop making movies in the UK, Oh my God, YouTube. What about YouTube? Oh, shit. You won't be able to make YouTube videos in UK, soon enough. So can you see what I mean? Anyway, let's keep going. I got carried away. Stacey's saying, don't underestimate the American. We went up against the biggest army in the world. Yes. King George and kicked his ass. The man who just defeated Napoleon. Yep. Okay. All right. Take it easy, guys. We don't want to get too political or attack each other, but I understand everyone's sharing their view and everyone's being quite respectful. Thank you for playing nice. I do appreciate it. And that's what this is about, so that we can share things and learn from each other. So what happened to Sistel and his channel? Yeah, so Carl, I guess you're catching up late. In 2018, he released a couple of videos, like party videos and whatever, but he also did an update video. This is what he released, and he explained that he had broken up with his wife, Lynn, and it was a mutual agreement. He had said before that he didn't want to have children, or he wasn't ready, and that was an issue between them. So apparently they broke up, and now he's enjoying the party lifestyle. So that's a pretty big thing, but that's what he said. And yeah, so that's what he's doing, I guess. So he broke up with his wife, and he's enjoying the party lifestyle in Philippines, and good for him. And we haven't kept in touch. I did try a little bit, but he made it pretty clear, like he didn't really keep in touch. So that's on him. And best wishes to him. So and then he took down his videos or made them private or deleted them. So yeah, that's on him. So good for him. I believe his Facebook page is still up, his Sistel page. So you could also email him and message him. And I encourage people, if you want to know, go straight to the source, Internet, connecting people, technology, just go message him. All right, so Stacey's saying Aussie, New Zealand, Canada, all under the Crown, aka UK. They made the final decision when push comes to shove. Yes, yeah. It's silly. We should just break away. Australia should just break away totally. So if Brexit wants to do Brexit, fine. Australia should also break away from the Crown. We should, and we should be a stronger, more independent country. We still pandered to them unnecessarily, silly. It's not that I'm hating. It's just like silly. We should be independent. We're Australia, But yeah, we still pander to them as a formality. Even for laws, when we make a new law, we get royal assent, meaning we still ask UK to sign off, and they just sign off. They go, yep, we give it royal approval. So you see, we still make our own laws. We still do our own thing in Parliament and a legal system, but it's silly. It's just a formality. But anyway, whatever. Let's go on. Let's move on, guys. Hello from Indonesia. Hey, Fashri Muhammad Fadilla. Hey, Fashri, I hope you said your name right. Fakri or Fashri. Hey, hello. I'm so happy to hear from Indonesia. I'm in it. We were talking about Indo in a previous live stream. Yeah, so people were saying it's generally nice, or Bali was nice for vacations. And that's why I haven't visited. I'd heard like scams, scams and things. But yeah, some of the guys were convincing me to visit for a vacation. So yeah, and I like Indonesian food. So yeah, why not? Maybe I'll take a trip to Bali just for a quick vacay or something. But anyway, yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Imelda Penna. Hey, Imelda. When are you coming to the Philippines? Yeah, you're chiming in late. Maybe later for Christmas. You're chiming in late. You can go back and watch the start later. But thank you for joining us, Imelda. I'm happy to hear from you. But it's just that, I keep getting the same question. I've got to keep moving. Stacey saying the armed police in the damn grocery store in Philippines. What does that tell you? Yeah, well, it's because people rob the grocery store, man. That's what it tells you. Unless there's an armed guard or security, yeah, they rob the grocery store. Seriously, they jack them. They hold them up. And they shoot. But, sorry, they shoot. Sometimes the criminals, they're on drugs. They're crazy, and they'll shoot, man. Yeah. Amela's saying I look handsome in the barong. Thank you. Thanks for noticing. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a nice shirt. I wanted to wear it. And I want to wear it more. Bring back the barong, you know? Like here in Australia and Philippines, I want to wear it more. Um, and it's a very hot day today, so it's suitable. Lightweight pineapple fabric. Lightweight pineapple. Anyway, let's keep going. Do the links he is listing work for everyone? Yes, NorCal. They're links to my YouTube videos, yeah. But any issue, just message me. I'll post it again, or you can leave a comment later on the video or other videos, and I'll get you what you need. I'll reply. I do try to reply, so sometimes it might be slow, but I do try to reply. Man, can you imagine like Philippine season 4, Philippine season 3? It took me a long time to reply all the comments. I tried. I missed some, but I did try to reply all of them. It took me a long time, man. So, and look, you know, it might be like a month later. See, I'm being honest. So one or 2 months later, but hey, I try. You know? So, if my channel gets too big, then yeah, there's a point when I can't reply anymore. But I will try. I'll at least try to reply a couple a day or something. Or yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. So, okay. NorCal saying do the links. Yeah. Laurie W2B, welcome to Australia. You will do well. Okay, yeah, good on you. Laurie, tell us about your trip, by the way. You said you just came back from Cebu. I'm guessing you had a bad trip. I hope it wasn't too bad. Maybe you got scammed or something because you're not talking about it. I mean, no offense, but I've been there. I've been scammed. I know what you mean. So I'm catching up. Finally, I'm catching up. Sorry, Laurie. I'm catching up. I'm finally seeing more comments from. Yeah. So David Bond, yes, awesome. Stacey saying Saturday night here in USA, Cali, 9:30 p.m. Good time for show. Yep, awesome. And thank you everyone for joining. Whatever country you're from, go ahead and tell me if you haven't already. He helped DT get elected. That's why YouTube banned him. What? Saturday night here. What? Want alternate media. Okay, whatever. Oh, okay. I think you're talking about the media, and again, yeah. Sorry, I'm still catching up. Stacey, I don't know why you just tried to share a website. Behave, Stacey Stevens. Behave. Okay, I don't know why you shared Star Page, but I'm gonna allow it. You better not be tricking people, Stacey. Otherwise, I'm gonna block you. All right. So don't do naughty things, but I'm gonna let you share it. Something about Star Page search. Just okay. Maybe it's some type of secret search engine. Hey, Scott Williamson, I'm glad you finally joined us. Scott, thank you. Scott's been with the channel from the start. Hey, Scott, man, I'm happy to hear from you. As you can see, I'm wearing my barong. Big day today, you know. But yeah, Scott's cool. I'm glad you finally caught one. So I know sometimes it's hard with different time zones, but yeah, thank you. Scott's cool. I hope your health's good. I remember, you know, you were recovering, you know, no offense, respect. So yeah, look, let us know how you're doing. Laurie saying, no need for Netflix, Brendan. Watch Be Adventures. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thank you, Laurie. That's true. Tell your friends, watch Be Adventures. The real deal. None of this Netflix and bullcrap. What is it? Netflix and chill? It's such a stupid saying. Netflix and chill, whatever. Why don't you just say, let's get a pizza and get loose? You know, I don't know. I know pop culture. I know, silly. I'm being silly. I know. Stacey saying, you only live stream I view as you are not PC. The truth, don't sell yourself out. That is why I admire you. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it. That's the whole idea, Stacey. I mean, I know I've done regrettable things. I've done silly things on camera. Just trying, man. Just trying to keep it open for all of you guys. I mean it. So, and you guys are all behaving and being, you know, for the most part, respectful and good to each other. That's the point. And it's also encouraging. So don't be afraid to share your freedom of speech and your voice. So if you like Legos, fine, make a channel about Legos or a Facebook page about Legos, you know, or Instagram on Legos. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be too serious. It's just about things you like, but there will come a time when you have to speak up. And that time has come. Like, we're getting worse and worse with the political correctness. We're getting worse and worse with the I don't know what you call it, what postmodernism, or just the. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, let's continue. So that's the idea, just encouraging freedom of speech and people being able to share their voice safely and not worry so much. Anyway, let's keep going. See, I got carried away. My goodness, Stacey, stop it. Stop stirring me up. Tell me a story about your STDs or L hooker or something. Stacey's saying Japan has been a year recession. Well, they're in an economic coma, brother. I mean, it's what I mean is they price their economy here, but it's not really worth that, like property, things, business, and their economy is here. So they're still building it up. They're doing well, but because they priced here, it's overvalued, and that's what caused this economic coma. So no matter how hard they work or what they produce, they'll never reach that unrealistic, fictitious number. So it's like me saying this is worth $10,000. No, it's a $50 vape. Right? It's not worth $100 or $10,000. It's $50. So if you price it correctly, people will do business and you will value correctly. But yeah, Japan's been in that economic coma for some years, man. But I know what you're saying. In the last year, they had a hit. Yeah, I heard they had some hits in the last year. But they're still making things. Canon cameras, Sony, Mitsubishi, Honda, Toyota. They make things. They make good quality stuff too. That's what I mean. It's just that because their economics and the government, they kind of put themselves in a very bad coma. They can still get out of it too if they deleverage. If they deleverage in a stepped way, they'll be okay. They'll actually boom. They'll actually become a boom economy. And they're very smart people and very disciplined. So anyway, Brennan for Japanese president. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? That'd be stressful, man. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm joking. I don't want to be Japanese president or Japanese prime minister. That would be stressful. That'd be too stressful. But I'd probably do a good job as a businessman. I'd be the Japanese Donald Trump, Oh, he talks crazy. Why does he say crazy things? And he wears barong, Why is he crazy? But I'd get the tax cut. I'd get the business results, you know what I mean? Yeah, that'd be funny. Anyway. Bizarre land, my imagination runs wild. But yeah, I'm the Japanese equivalent. You got Duterte, President Trump, President Duterte, and then President B Adventures, President Brendan. We'll all talk crazy. Anyway, yeah, Stacey's saying 30 years in Japan. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Look, Craig K saying Japanese chicks are hot. Oh, I believe that's a true statement. I believe that's a factual statement. Yeah, Japanese can be very beautiful too. To my Japanese friends. See, I gave you a shout out. Hey, maybe there's some Japanese friends. Go ahead and leave a comment or say hello. Don't be shy. Let's keep going. I have a barong which is in my partner's house in Cebu. Lori, oh, cool, huh? Got the threads. They'll call you Guapo Lori. That's cool. And then you fit in. It's nice to have. Even it shows you're trying to fit in. Yeah, making the effort. So, Lori, come on, tell us about your trip, man. I'm still scrolling through, by the way. I'm catching up. Stacey saying Ferdinand and Duterte had the same shirts. Also, I'm a fan of Marcos. If he had stayed in power, Philippines would have been the best country in Asia due to English speaking. Yeah, and also the discipline. I know there's much controversy, but it was at that time when Philippines was constructing, building things, and growing, and it became known as like a pearl of Asia or the pearl of Asia. It was growing, and then because the discipline was there, and then when the revolution and whatever, like that's history, but that's when everything fell. So they lost that momentum. They had that momentum. Let's build. I don't know. There was still corruption. It wasn't perfect. There was still corruption and problems, but they did build things and they were growing as an economy. So now with Duterte, they are bringing some of that back slowly but surely. They are building up the economy and bringing some back. So if you understand the economics, they're what's called a rising tiger, or they have the potential to be, because Philippines has a high population. And lower pay rates, just respectfully. that means it's great for foreign investment. So plenty of labor, plenty of people. Yeah, they could do very well. They could do very well in any industry, be it manufacturing or call centers or what else, farming, anything. But they really need to get the discipline and the organization back. Once they have that, the base infrastructure, they'll boom. They'll actually boom as an economy. They could really become that next big player in Asia. But yeah, anyway, so you're getting carried away again. Brendan for president. So anyway, he was building infrastructure which is in need of hydroelectric, massive natural resources. Yeah, sorry, Stacey. Yep, you're already talking about it. He refused to sell out his country. Watch John Perkins' YouTube, The Economic Hitman. Marcus told the IMF to F off, and they overthrew him. Yes, that's what I was referring to. I didn't want to go there. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. So then they had the revolution. Yeah. Yeah. The IMF, International Monetary Fund, they're a mafia. They purposely lend money to a country and then you can't pay it back. They put interest and charges. They use it to bankrupt the country, yeah. Or you'll pay it off for your lifetime. And then you have to sell out the country, meaning you have to give something else in return. So, yeah. Excuse me. Nothing's free, man. Nothing free in this life. Especially not loans. So let's keep going. Stacey's already. Thanks, Stacey. You're already covering it. Yeah, see, I'm getting carried away. The offer was give us all your natural resources for life, and you will be rich and in power forever. He told them to get the hell out of the country when he was overthrown. Yep, I believe it. Yep, the International Monetary Fund. Yep, United Nations had a hand in that too. UN's a big mafia too. They pay for play. I didn't know this. For those of you who don't understand, you have to pay UN to be in your country. I didn't know this. I thought, you donate money and they use the donations to help. So in Philippines, it's a poor country. They have to pay UN for their membership, for the membership of the club, and they have to pay for the hosting of the UN office. They have to pay millions of dollars just to have that office, and they pay for staff and their prostitutes. I'm not kidding. They've been caught. They've had a lot of prostitution scandals. So can you see what I mean? Their mistresses and their penthouses. So I didn't know that. So they go to poor countries and make them pay and make them even poorer. And they say, relax, mate. Borrow the money from the IMF, International Monetary Fund. So can you see it's a mafia? You go to the UN and you can't afford to go to the UN, you're a poor country, so you borrow money from IMF. Very nasty mafia. So anyway, I'm calling them out. This is nothing new. This has been called out for years. People have been posting articles and exposing this for some time. And you know what? I might as well look. I wanted to share it. There's a movie called The Whistleblower. Look, I'm just going to share it now. I got carried away. The Whistleblower. So I'm going to share that with you guys right now. And I did want to share that as some of the news, and it's about that. So it's a movie based on a true story of an American law enforcer, Catherine Bolkovac, and she uncovers the UN sex scandal and trafficking. There you go. So you can look at that. Some of you may have seen it. It's an old movie, 2010, but it didn't get much attention. So I was reading her book and her story. Like I was reading articles on her, Catherine, the American investigator. And then I went, oh, wow, they made a movie. I didn't know they made a movie about it. So I was looking into her and the sex scandals and the prostitution scandals with UN, me doing my research. And yeah, I discovered that. So I thought, hey, that better to share that. You guys can just watch the movie and make it a bit easier. And as hokey as that sounds, that's life. If it's easier to watch the movie, just let's watch the movie. So I haven't watched the movie yet. I was reading the book and her articles, like she was publishing articles, and her interviews. They were all written. I'm just saying I was reading the articles and the written documents. But yeah, let's watch the movie. So I'm gonna make time to watch that movie at some point. Let's keep going, guys. I'm gonna have to fast forward because I want to wrap this up too. Thank you for sticking around. I'm gonna wrap this up. All right, so please take it easy on me. I'm just catching up on comments now. The final comments. Stacey saying in 20 years Muslims will outvote all that is planned in EU. We'll breed them out 5-1. Yeah. I mean, look into the numbers for real, Stacey. But yeah, possibly. I'm not sure, but yeah, look at the numbers. Okay, I'm gonna have to breeze over some of these guys. Imelda, you're late to the game. I already spoke on Cez style and in previous videos too. Says broke up with his wife and he's a party boy now, and I haven't kept in touch. I tried, he wasn't interested, so good for him. You got to move on. But thank you for asking, Imelda. You're just catching up late. David Bond, new James Bond movie is starting to shoot in Norway tomorrow. Are you serious? Well, hey, congrats, Norway. Cool. I like it. I hope it's a good movie because, it's kind of been really silly. This is what really bothered me. I like the actors. Excuse me. I like the actors and all that. But in one of the recent movies, he shot down a helicopter with a handgun. A helicopter with a little PPK handgun. Pew, 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 pea shooter. So stupid. That ruined the whole movie for me. He could have picked up a rifle, something more powerful. It was just so stupid. That totally ruined the whole movie for me. So yeah, I hope it's a good one because, it's nice action just for fun. Just for fun. It's just entertainment. But it's like, no way in this day and age he's got his little PPK pocket pistol. Pew, pew, pew. And then he shoots down a helicopter. They could have easily, the director could have easily made it like he picks up a rifle from the ground. Oh, I picked up this rifle. Okay. Makes more sense, Stupid. Ruined it. So it's not a good one. I'm going to razz on that movie. I'm going to hate on that movie. Well, I won't support it. Anyway. Facebook is the next MySpace. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe, Stacey. I don't think so. We spoke about that last time. Facebook's technology is so good. They definitely need to clean up their act and get more in touch with people and make it more organic again and make it popular again. But the Facebook Messenger app alone is a very high quality tech product. They invested a lot of hundreds of millions of dollars in it. It is excellent. You can video call, phone, audio call, voice call. Of course, text, photos, share files. That alone makes it an amazing platform. And the fact that you can have an account and put your pictures and whatever is great. So no, I don't see that happening because MySpace was like a different platform. The interaction wasn't there. It didn't have a messenger system like Facebook at the time of its peak. Its peak was around 2008, 2009, and even 2010. Yeah, and then it died off, and then it just died off and disappeared. So, Facebook took over. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. But I know what you're saying. It's losing popularity. But if anything, I think it's here to stay long term. They just need to clean it up. And we ourselves, best advice. I myself was not using Facebook for some years. I just got over it and didn't like it. I just went back into my Facebook and cleaned it up. My personal account. I deleted what I didn't want. Embarrassing photos. Untagged myself. Added more detail here. Deleted this. Delete. Mainly deleting embarrassing posts or silly things and pictures. And that's it. I'm happy now. So when people look at my Facebook, I'm not worried. I'm happy. So that's my advice to all of you. If you're worried, just go into your Facebook. Spend, a weekend doing it. Use a computer. Use a traditional computer because it's more powerful and you'll see more options and it's easier. But you can use your phone or an iPad if you wish. If you're good on the phone and you know how to use it. Yeah, just delete things you don't want. Just clean up your Facebook. Just literally go through and clean it up so you don't feel embarrassed, and then that's it. You're safe on Facebook. And play with your security settings. Make it better security settings and use two-stage authentication. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Two-stage authentication. I'm going to write that down. So I use it on both my email and Facebook. I just wrote that down just so you guys can get it. Yeah, look it up. Two-stage authentication, right? So most emails have it now. Facebook has it now. Just use it. Just use it. It may be a little annoying, but it's better security. And less chance of you getting hacked or spied on. Yeah, and put a damn password. Some people don't put a password on their phone. So I have a password as well as a fingerprint reader. You can use fingerprint and yeah, no big deal. So that way people don't get into your phone and hack it or steal things. And people do, when you might leave your phone somewhere. Or even theft. They'll just steal your phone and keep it for themselves, Yeah, so just simple things like that, guys. Make the effort. Just do that. And that way you don't have to worry. You have peace of mind. You don't need to be paranoid about it. Okay, let's keep going. Getting carried away. Excuse me, guys. Watching the schedule of 4S, the insider of Google, are dumping stocks along with many other companies. Okay, I guess that's a show, Stacey. The schedule. whatever that is, 4S. Yep. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yep. They're shorting. Zuckerberg as well. Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, all right. But I think that they're shorting. If that's the case, they're just shorting. They're just going to buy them back later for cheaper. Whatever. Uh, let's keep going. Yep, you're welcome, Imelda. Imelda, look, don't worry. I'm just trying to finish up. That's why. So I'm very happy you joined us. I'm just trying to get through and answer these comments too. We love you for being honest, straightforward. Yep, you're welcome. That's the whole point. Imelda Penna. Shout out to Imelda Penna. There you go. So you can tell your friends. Stretched cause arms strong. What? Stretched cause arms strong. Welcome to the planet, dude. I remember going to the Philippines before YouTube and reading forums to see what it's like. Yours was one of the best original travel blogs. Hey, thank you, man. Stretched. I'm just going to call you Stretched. Yeah, that was the whole point because I was looking at some of those forums too. I didn't like them. I didn't really like them. So that's why I thought, look, I'm going to make some videos because it was actually for my friends, my own personal friends in real life. And they were like, make some videos. Just make some short ones to show us what it's like. Show us the food and the tourist attraction. And then that's why I've got that vlogging style where I'm talking to the camera and just talking a lot, sharing as much information as possible. I'm pretending I'm trying to share the information with you, like a friend. So, yeah, I just found that there really wasn't much on it. Yeah. And it wasn't like trustworthy. Like you didn't know if you could trust it or not. And it can be very subjective. So that's why I thought I'll just document it and then you guys can decide. And yeah, so thanks for supporting the channel. Share it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Do it. Smack it. Smack that subscribe. Anyway, let's keep going. Kevin Higginbottom. How much is a visa in Philippines? If she goes to the US embassy or go online, how much does it cost? It shouldn't cost $190 for a visa to come Indianapolis, Indiana, on the south side. I don't know what you mean. Kevin, I guess you're from America because you're talking about Indianapolis, Indiana. Go talk to the embassy. Talk to your contact, like at the Philippine embassy, wherever it is in America, USA. Because we do that here. We have an embassy. That's where I bought this shirt, this Filipino shirt. And yeah, they can inform you about that. And also, I'm sure there's groups. Google it. I mean, no offense by that, Kevin. Just Google it. You can see there's write-ups and information from people who have done it and who are married Filipina. Yeah. So in Australia, to give you an idea, someone's visa to migrate to Australia is usually around $20,000. So, like a student visa or a partner visa, it's usually around $20,000 Australian. And from what I heard, it's the same in America. It's very similar. So just something to keep in mind. Meaning all the fees added up. It's broken down, just this fee, that fee. So, yeah. So I know students that have done it. But that was also years ago, different system. The laws keep changing. So different system. So they had to pay for their studies as well as their own visa, which was very expensive. And again, a partner, a girl I know who came for her Australian partner, same thing. Very expensive, but you have to keep paying until she eventually gets the completed, whatever you call it, PR, permanent residency or green card. Yeah, so it's about $20,000. But check with the appropriate professional. Check with an immigration lawyer. Yeah. Always go to a professional. Always go to the source. Like I said, talk to the Philippine embassy in US. Talk to immigration, your own US immigration, or look it up on the website of the requirements of a partner visa or whatever visa you're interested in. Because you sounds like you want her to come to the USA, and going to Philippines, you can have a tourist visa for free, 30 days free, and then you pay to extend it. Again, if you go to the embassy, you can get a longer one, so you can stay longer straight away. But the same thing, you have to pay to extend it. So yeah, a tourist or visiting visa is 30 days free, and then if you want to extend, you pay some money. I think it's like what, 2,000 pesos, 1,500 pesos. It depends. I've heard of different bribes as well. They're naughty. You know, they're not supposed to ask for a bribe, but you know, I mean, corruption. Don't pay it, because if you pay it, you can get kicked out of the country. So I've heard, yeah, around $1,500 for, I think, another 2 months extension, something like that. You can look it up. I've got it written down somewhere because my friend talked about it. But let's continue. Laurie saying he had a great trip. That's what I'm looking for. Laurie, hey, sorry it took me so long. Laurie says he had a great trip in Cebu. Went to Lapu Lapu or Lupu Lupu on a boat. I think you mean Lapu Lapu. And rode a motorcycle to Cordova and roamed around Cebu City. Next time I will go parasailing. Hey, good on you, man. You got on the motor and rode around. Yeah, good on you. Because you know I don't ride. I got to learn. I really got to learn, even on a scooter. Awesome, man. Well, I'm great. I'm glad you had a good trip. I was just worried, you know, you came back with measles or something, or you had a problem. But yeah, good on you. I'm very happy for you, man. Because you know how it is. You can get scams and opportunities to get stressful, you know. So yeah, I'm glad you had a good trip and you enjoyed. And it sounds like you got a missus over there now, yeah? So you got a girlfriend. Good on you. So Stacey's saying people USA VPN in many countries, right? Don't get so nervous. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, it's cool, Stace. Just if you're cool, I'll be cool. So, but I don't have time to check everything right now because it's live. You see, Stacey, if I have time, I'll go look at it later. But we're live, so if we're live rolling, you know, I just got to be careful. What's Stretched? Stretched said Japan still make great double-ended black mamba dildos. God's sake! Why did you say that? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Anyway, look, I've seen some comedy. I saw some comedy shows on that. Whatever. And there was chocolate. There was a chocolate one. Like, so it was a joke, but you can eat it. Orifice. And there's chocolate waffles. It's like, you know, just a waffle. They put it in a mold. They cook it. It comes out as an orifice, and they dip it in chocolate, so you can lick that, smoke that pole. You can lick that chocolate off the. You can suck some cock. Basically, you can suck a chocolate cock. Yeah, that was in China. I think it was Taiwan or China. You can look it up. There's a video of a guy eating chocolate cock. I think you call it chocolate dicks on the video. Who knows? Maybe YouTube took it down by now, but I think it was a Vice video. Vice Media, I think, or it was a cooking show. Anyway, you can look it up. This guy's eating chocolate cock, but whatever. Yeah, let's keep going. See, I'm getting distracted. Stacey's saying, brother, don't smoke that vape in Bangkok. You'll be fine, huge. You can smoke regular cigs. Vapes are banned. So, okay, so it's vape specific. I thought you mean all smoking is banned. It just sounded so strange when you said it. So, okay, so vapes are banned, but normal cigarettes are okay. Is that to do with drug paraphernalia? They're worried about drug paraphernalia, maybe something like that. I don't. This is just apple. Oh, melon. I'm on melon and cucumber flavor. This is flavoring, you know, just candy flavoring, you know. Yeah. But thank you for the warning, Stace. I do appreciate the warning. So I will be extra careful because, yeah, you're right. You go to a country you don't know, you get fined or you get into trouble. Stacey's saying Japanese girls best on video. Any guy who watches knows it. Okay. You mean when they blur them out? The censorship is high in Japan. They always blur out things, but I guess, yeah. Pop stars or something. Yeah. Captain Smoker. Hey, welcome back, man. Captain Smoker, dude, talk about what happened to Says. Bro, I already talked about it several times now, man. I got to move on. But look, look, I got to keep going, man. Otherwise, I get distracted. I'm already getting distracted. So, Captain Smoker, no diss, man. I'm happy to hear from you, but you can rewind the video or watch it later. Stretched cause Armstrong. Stretch Co Armstrong? I don't know how to say it, man. What's your occupation, dude? You seem smart. Yeah, I've talked about it before. I'm a business advisor. I got a master's degree, and that's what all these business and law books are for. I'm a business advisor. Yeah. I got a wanky degree. I got a wanky degree. No, I got a wanky master's. So I got quite a few qualifications. I have an advanced diploma, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree from a wanker university of wankers. That's a joke from last one, right? So, but yeah, thanks, Stretch. I've got a finance background, just to say. I've got a finance background, finance and business. So, Stacey saying Sis just wants to drink beer and hang out in AC, had no reason, and too young to marry a simple Pinay. He's from my city. That is why Pinay wants 60-year-old men. Yep. Okay. Look, I respect what you mean. Yeah. But he could have made up his mind a bit earlier. He got married, man. That's serious. Very serious and very expensive, but whatever. So, anyway. Facebook lost over 115 million customers. They watch your video. Okay. In USA, I disagree. If you are Filipino, well, then they live on what? If you're a Filipino, well, then they live on it. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm still catching up, guys, as you can tell. So, guys, just give me a chance to catch up. I'm going to finish soon, guys. It's already going over time, so I'm going to finish soon. Great live show. Thank you, everyone, for attending. We've got 14 people, so I'm just going to keep answering. But, yeah, just give me a break, guys. I'm just going to try and catch up. If you have a FB and apply for a job, they ask your FB and the stupid pics you posted. Yeah, you can get... Yeah, employers check it, man. That's what I'm saying. Just clean up your Facebook and check it. Delete things you don't need or don't want. Ned from Philippines Dreams did a video on Cez and his friend he was partying with. His buddy got arrested with really young girls and pornography, right? Cez tried to deny things, but no one knows the truth. A lot of eyes were on him, and he deleted all his videos with plans to make videos without his face so he couldn't be recognized. With the source code, you can find out anything on anyone with a sharp hacker. Yep. Laurie W says, cheers. Yep. Awesome, man. Stacey saying, for Christ's sake, gentlemen, no need to import a Pinay. Just go to an elderly home and you'll find lots there. And you don't have to go through all the BS wake up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Stace. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, exactly. Not even. I mean, you can do things locally. Yeah, you find a girlfriend, whatever, you know. Or go to old folks' home. Yeah, whatever. Doc, Rick, aloha, brah. Hope all is well down under. Hey, going back to Philippines next month. Hey, good on you, man. Thanks, Doc Rock. Good to hear from you. Gun range time again amongst all the other things. Yep. Awesome. Going back to take our prenup engagement photos. Oh, wow. Okay, congratulations. I hope it works out. Hey, Scott. Scott's in the house. Scott Lisenberry. I made it to the live chat. Yep, we're finishing up, man. But, yeah, we went over time as usual. I only wanted to go for like 1 hour. But, hey, look, I appreciate it. It was awesome. Great comments, everyone. It was great comments, great questions. Yeah. So, and everyone's being nice too. Look, for the most part. So, Lawrence, hey, good night, Lawrence. I appreciated the tip. Thank you for the tip, and I love the lobster picture. I'm not sure why you got the lobster, but some people know what the lobster is. That's a JP thing, Dr. JP. So, yeah, and for Lawrence, to be saying Salamat Brendan, my pronunciation, whatever. Mabuhay, right? Welcome to the live show. Walang anuman, yeah, walang anuman. Is that what you're saying? But anyway, let me look it up. Let me remember. No, I can't remember. But I had it written down. But all right, guys. So I'm just gonna share some final things too. Like that was so awesome. We got so much information and so many comments. So I'm just gonna share some final things too. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, thanks, Imelda. My pronunciation, my accent, you know, my Aussie accent's too strong for you, Pinay. Can't handle it. No, I do want to share some stuff, you know, before you guys go. So A lot of NPA rebels are surrendering, which is awesome. That's a good thing. So NPA is New People's Army. They are like a rebel and terrorist group. They are bandits, bandito. So at least they're surrendering. The calls from the government to surrender is working. They're saying, put down the gun, come down from the mountain. Guerrilla fighters, they're saying surrender, and we will try to reintegrate you as well to rehabilitate them. Because they're saying if we surrender, what do we get? They're like, well, you get medical treatment, and we'll try to find you jobs and get them back in society. Because some of them they've been hiding in the mountains. And they've been how can I say it? Yeah, guerrilla fighters. They are bandits. They've been hiding for a long time. They want to surrender. So it's good. And I only posted one there, but there's multiple cases. I was posting it on my Facebook page too, if some of you were wondering. But yeah, and also ISIS is still active, and there's still military operations in Sulu Island. Sulu Island is Abu Sayyaf Group's stronghold, and they've been left unchecked for many years. So I'm just going to quickly share the updates for those who care. But the point is, yeah, just be very careful in Mindanao, guys. That's Mindanao region, far south. Just be very careful. Don't go there, obviously, if you're a tourist. I know some of you may have wives and girlfriends. Obviously, maybe easier for you if you have extended family, but just be careful. So that's far south in South Philippines. But yeah, at least, hey, look, there's military and security operations, improving security. I shared the link to the Whistleblower movie on the 6 scandal. Oh, and there's also an Intel CPU shortage. So it's been confirmed. The whistle has been blown. Intel CPUs, microprocessors, computer chips, Intel admitted the shortage. So they admitted it. I'm just saying, guys, I talked about it last stream. So if you've been waiting to buy a computer, you might want to wait a little or wait for sales. Don't pay full retail. Just wait for a clearance sale. There's going to be some clearance sales. Yeah, so those Intel CPUs, the computer chip to make it a computer, there's been a shortage, a manufacturing shortage. So now we're worried they're going to try and raise the prices. So they're going to try and increase production to deal with the shortage. But yeah, don't pay the increased price, especially if you're a builder or a PC enthusiast or a gamer. Yeah, wait for the prices to come down. And you also got AMD CPUs, AMD Ryzen microprocessors. They're very affordable, and they're coming in to play 2019. So you can buy the 2nd generation right now, but the 3rd generation Ryzen, I'll just write it down. AMD 3rd gen Ryzen. Computer chips. So they're already coming into play this 2019, or that's what they said. So you can already buy the 2nd gen ones, which are fine, but the 3rd gen ones are meant to be very fast. Very, very fast. Even speculation, they might beat Intel. We don't know. We don't know about the speculation. They might beat Intel for half the price. Meaning just as fast as Intel, or even faster than Intel, at half the price, and Intel's got a shortage. So if you don't care, all it means is just wait. Computer parts will get more affordable by the end of the year. So if you can wait, maybe just wait, save up, and yeah, because I've been wanting to buy a new computer, you see, and possibly even build one. So that's why I'm just going to wait. Intel or AMD, I don't mind. I'll probably go AMD for the Ryzen CPUs, and yeah, we'll see how it plays out. So there's just a bit of a news update as well, just for anyone who's interested. Yeah, we covered the surrenders, we covered the rebels, and also Google Plus is shutting down on 2nd of April. Not that anyone cares. Someone shed a tear for the Google Plus platform. Oh, dramatic! Google Plus is shutting down in April. How will we survive? But hey, that's serious because I'm on YouTube, and YouTube is part of the Google Plus platform. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if how messed up. Maybe it might mess up YouTube for a little bit, teething problems. But yeah, so I'm gonna write it down just to recap. Google Plus is shutting down. And by the way, Stacy, do you have the link? Someone was saying you're not allowed to show bars and things anymore on YouTube. So Stacy, if you could send the link. If anyone's still watching, okay, some people are still watching. Look, I'm still here, guys. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just doing the recap, and thank you everyone for being respectful just to let me finish up with the news summary. just to share a bit of news, value add. But yeah, so I feel bad if you really invested in Google Plus. Hey, I did. I mean, I'm on YouTube. That's part of Google Plus. But I don't care. I don't care if. Sorry, Google. Sorry. But I do like Google Search and Google Maps. So that's what it's about. They're trying to focus on their more popular products, which makes sense. And hey, they had a good run. They were testing all these products. That's what you have to do in business. You have to test products. What works? So YouTube became popular. Google Search, Google Maps. What else? Someone help me out. Google Voice. I guess voice search. And I think Google Translate. So you see what I mean? And this Google Hangout, Google Live Stream. So yeah, if anything, they should improve this Google Live Stream and Google Hangout. They should make this higher quality, make it much higher quality video, and just clean it up a bit. Yeah, that's what they should do, and more support. That would be much better. Yeah. Yeah, Stacey's saying wait. So any last calls as well? Any last questions? So thank you everyone for being cool about it. Just letting me get those last comments out and letting me catch up. You guys are a great crowd. It was awesome as usual. I was so happy to go this long, but yeah, gosh, over time as usual. But yes, any last questions, guys? This is it. Anyone who didn't get a mention, go ahead and mention now. If you just want to say your name and what country you're from, I'm happy to give a shout out. Or if you wanted to, do a shout out for your kids or something. Yeah, I mean, you guys are in on it. You guys join, so you guys get the dibs. You guys get the perks. All right, guys. Last call for drinks. Bar is closing. Stacey. Link for what? Oh, okay. It's on your Android. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, look. Okay, so we'll finish up. Going to have a fatty now, as in church cigar. Oh, he's gonna have Stacey. You're gonna smoke a cigar, sure. Stay real. Yep. Thank you. Okay, thank you everyone for supporting. A wonderful show as usual. So, as usual, go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Go ahead and check out my Facebook page, the Be Adventures Facebook page. Go ahead and check out my other videos and travel videos. And yeah, as usual, thanks for watching. I don't want you to get paranoid. Still going. Okay. Good night, guys.